talkSPORT Sports Update with Trusted Trader. Find top-notch tradespeople in your area, all who pass the Trusted Trader 15-point assessment.
Talk Sport.
With the headlines at 4 o'clock, I'm Tom Clayton. Good afternoon. Storm Goretti is wreaking havoc with this weekend's football. A number of matches have been called off, while Macclesfield were calling on fans to help clear compacted snow from some of the fan areas. Keep an eye on how the weather affects your club at talksport.com. Now, Liam Rosenior has given his first press conference as Chelsea manager, admitting he knows he'll face immediate pressure.
The turnover of managers now, regardless of club, is huge. The bigger club you're at, the higher the pressure, but the higher the privilege. I have to take that into account. So for me, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait.
Chelsea are away at Charlton in the FA Cup live on talkSPORT. There's also been a debate on how to properly pronounce his surname this week. He's cleared that up for us.
My dad says Rosenior, which is the way to pronounce it, but as long as it's nice, you say something nice about me, I don't mind it.
Now, it's reported Bukayo Saka has agreed to sign a new 5-year deal at Arsenal. It would extend his stay in North London until 2031. Antoine Semenyo will go straight into the City squad this weekend after arriving from Bournemouth. Pep Guardiola reckons the transfer was a no-brainer.
So I play extraordinary in Bournemouth in the last years. Can play in both sides, right, left. He used the both legs unbelievably. And the striker as well can play for his pace, and he knows the Premier League.
They're taking on League One Exeter. Meanwhile, it's our understanding that Aston Villa are exploring a deal to bring Conor Gallagher back to the Premier League. They're open to a loan deal with an obligation. And Luke Littler signed a £20 million equipment deal with Target Darts. It's the largest in the sport's history. Will last around 10 years. Get more at talksport.com.
talkSPORT News.
Tens of thousands of people are still without power in England as Storm Goretti continues to affect the UK, and X is under scrutiny yet again. More from the news team at past.
talkSPORT weather with QuickFit, where we've got more premium tyres than the number of times you'll hear, "Ooh, it's a bit nippy this winter." Book today at quickfit.com.
Outbreaks of rain and sleet will slowly ease across eastern parts of England. Clear spells and wintry showers continuing elsewhere. Another cold night with widespread frost and ice developing.
Hello, good afternoon. Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to Drive on talkSPORT with me, Andy Goldstein. Darren Bent is here as well.
Darren here, by the way. Darren
Yeah, I
Bent.
just said that. I just told everyone you're here. You all right, DB?
Look well, son.
Thanks, man. Wish I could say the same.
Yeah.
Friday hoodie.
I used to regret that.
Friday hoodie day, is it?
Yeah, always Friday.
By the way, your balls are incredibly fresh today. If you don't mind me saying.
Appreciate it.
Really fresh. But Jingo, we've got a show for you today. We'll take a look back at yesterday's controversial moment as Martinelli tried to physically remove injured Conor Bradley from the pitch. What do you make of the culture at Arsenal? We'll start with that 03717 22 and hurrah, it's FA Cup third round weekend. We'll look ahead to all the big games. Alex Crook joins us for Ready Steady Crook, and of course it's Friday, and that means Friday Night Live in partnership with TNT Sports. We'll be joined by former Premier League stars Steve Sidwell and Jolien Lescott. How about that? That's great. All that plus we'll hear what Emmanuel Petit had to say about the fake hard men in football these days. And we'll be giving away £26,000. What a show this is. It's called Drive. It's on talkSPORT. And if you want to be a part of it, you can. 03717 22
We'll have a bit of that.
Yeah, we will have a bit of that. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday. I hope you're okay. The weather's a bit nuts at the moment. Although I'm lucky where I am. It's all right. But I know a lot of the country's under the cosh.
It was nuts trying to get home last night.
Was it?
Yeah, because
Well, you ran, did you?
because it was just after obviously doing the watch along.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I saw you at the Hippodrome.
Yeah, which unbelievable place by the way. You've been there before.
Yeah, I've been there.
Lovely,
Yeah,
isn't
great. It is great.
Trying to get home from there, it was all right. But then as you got further and further north,
Have you got snow where you are?
I have, yeah, but it's now turned to slush, and that's worse.
Yeah, it's worse, yeah.
It's worse.
Everyone out there, be safe. All right, be safe. You probably heard me compliment Darren Bent on his fresh balls. You can't. Now, I love a gadget. I absolutely adore a gadget. I'm a bit of a gadget freak. You've come in, I know you like playing paddle. Yeah, I wouldn't even go near that. I heard this morning, who's Ray Parlour trying to untangle that on the breakfast show?
Yeah, I mean...
It's just no point.
Honestly, I need a map.
There's nothing you can do about it. I love a gadget, and you play paddle, and you've come in with this kind of gadget that Darth Vader will be carrying.
Yeah, no,
what is it?
So basically, when I play, that's been in my bag for a little while now. But when you play, you like to have fresh. When you play a good standard of paddle, you want fresh balls. You buy
Of
two or
course you
three,
want fresh
right?
balls, yeah.
But this,
What happens if you haven't got fresh balls when you're playing paddle?
you can buy another.
No, but what happens?
The balls just don't bounce right. It's flat.
All right, okay.
So this machine I've got here, someone recommended it for me. That you put after you play with them once, you put them into this tube.
You put your balls in the tube?
Yeah, it compresses them.
Huh? Yeah.
And it turns them basically brand new again.
How much is that gadget?
90 quid.
It's not bad.
No,
and every time you play paddle, you got fresh balls.
Yeah.
I love that. It's really good. I like
rounds on the buttons, innit?
I might get one. I might get one of them. I don't play paddle. That's how much I love a gadget.
But there's a 5 one for tennis players. Obviously, tennis.
Oh, because tennis players need fresh balls as well, don't they? Yeah. Okay.
Enjoy that, yeah.
Huh? Just quickly before we move on. You know, I've had this thing with my voice for maybe the last 3 weeks, and my voice at this level is absolutely fine now, right? But I can't go high. You know, when you can take them like in between. You go, oh, I can't do it. You know, you go, oh, friends. You know, do you know? What I mean?
Friends.
I can't get there anymore, right? I just can't get there. It's not even possible.
Why?
I think my voice is finally broken.
Oh, honestly.
No, seriously. That's because, you know, like I'm young at heart.
Yeah.
I think what's happened is finally, maybe it didn't break when I was like 15, and now my voice is broken. That's why I can't get up there anymore.
You reckon?
Well, I can't get up there. It's not even there. It's not even in my repertoire.
You can't what?
Can't get it up at all. Can't get. Oh, I can't. It's that level.
Jeez.
It's weird, isn't it?
I need to get. It's taking you to 60 to get the voice up.
65 I am now.
Yeah. You look well for 65.
I look good today. I look great, don't I? Ciao.
You know,
where London?
You know when I see you in the morning, and you say
where? What here?
Yeah, and you go, I look great, don't I?
Yeah.
You should wait for me to say that because
you've already said that. You already said you look great today.
It takes away from you.
No, it doesn't take it away. No, what it does, it confirms I'm right. We've got a busy show. One of Chelsea's former number 9, Stevie Sidwell. Sidders will be in the studio a bit later on.
You call him Steve, I call him Sidders.
No, Sidders. The Sid Meister General. He'll be in. We love Sid. He's brilliant.
Notorious SID.
Is that what it is?
That's what he is. I think that's his nickname.
Notorious SID,
yeah.
What does SID stand for?
I think because... Are
you joking?
I promise you.
Notorious who calls him, no one calls him Notorious SID.
I let him tell the story as to where that came from. But that's what some people call
Okay. All right, I look forward to that. That'd be nice. And Jolien Lescott's on the show. Yeah, so great hour. A bit later on, we're looking ahead to the FA Cup third round. You and I love FA Cup football. So all that is coming up. As always, if you want to be a part of the show, you can 03717 223344. But only one place to start, and that's with Gabriel Martinelli, because he sparked a huge debate after shoving an injured player off the pitch last night. So what do you make of Arsenal's win-at-all-cost culture?
Gabriel down the left-hand side. Across comes Bradley. What's he done there? He's hurt himself. I think he's hurt himself, Bradley. He's landed awkwardly and hurt himself. That's why he's just nudged that ball out of play.
Oh, who's doing that?
Martinelli's pushed him off the pitch.
I think you've got to be careful pushing someone off the pitch when you don't know how bad the injury is.
Drop a ball on an injured player and then you grab hold of him while he's on the ground and hoik him off the pitch. How is that not 2 yellow cards?
I thought it was a disgrace for Martinelli. That is so unnecessary. The boy's career could be in the balance. Absolutely disgusting. Disgusting from Martin. Classless.
No, I haven't seen him, but knowing Gabby, I'm sure that there's no intent. I hope Connor is well and nothing happened.
Yeah, Gabriel Martinelli made the headlines in an otherwise uneventful goalless draw between Arsenal and Liverpool. It was live on talkSPORT last night. Conor Bradley went down injured in stoppage time before Martinelli dropped the ball at him and then tried to pull him off the pitch to try and get on with the game. He's since apologised on social media. Bradley's teammate Dominic Szoboszlai spoke to talkSPORT after the game and suggested that Martinelli was out of order.
Yeah, I said it before. I think the health of a player is more important than anything else. And you could see that he's not just joking because hopefully not, but his knees, I don't know, we will see. So, and as a team we have to defend him, obviously. And we were there for him, but as I said, he's more important than the 3 points.
It's certainly divided opinion. I think the majority of Arsenal fans think that what he did was unfortunate. He shouldn't have done it, but obviously didn't know the extent of the injury. And then the majority of people that aren't Arsenal fans say absolutely disgrace, should be banned from football for life. My opinion is that when you get a game like that, when you get two big heads going head to head and it's goalless and someone tries to nick a goal with maybe minutes left on the clock and someone goes down and you don't know the extent of the injury, which Martinelli didn't know, And if you look at it, and I'm not, by the way, I'm not defending Martinelli, and I'm not having a pop at Conor Bradley here, but Conor Bradley, when he goes down, and we don't know how bad it is, does look, well, I can see him moving further on the pitch.
Yeah, moves back onto the pitch.
And that is what I think annoyed Martinelli. So he dropped the ball on his waistline, on his shorts, and then he gave him a little knee in the back and then tried to pull him off, right? Now, if Martinelli knew the extent, which of course he didn't, of the injury, that's horrific. Looking back now, and you know that let's hope that he hasn't got an ACL, but it looked a horrific injury afterwards, right? But at the time, he did not know the extent of it. People are going nuts about this. I'm like, that. I just think that's the culture that Arteta has now created, win at all costs. We saw it with Man United in the pomp. There's that famous moment where Roy Keane, Jaap Stam, Beckham, when he had his head shaved, all these lunatics having it. I think it was David Ellery, I can't remember who it was, but all going mad at the referee and all their veins are popping out there. That's, I'm guessing, the culture that your manager is trying to and that culture is win at all costs. Get on with the game, get a goal.
It's just football. I mean, listen, first and foremost, we hope Conor Bradley is okay.
Of course we do. Of course.
And that his knee injury is not as bad as it looked on the replay. But that's the thing, right? Martinelli at that particular time doesn't have the luxury of having a replay, so he has no idea how bad it is. He just thinks Conor Bradley is trying to waste a bit of time because they're getting towards the end of the game. Yes, it doesn't look good, but people are blowing it, I think, way out of proportion.
I agree.
Like way out of proportion, because it happens a lot of the time where people go down, and then I know it's a different situation, right? But when Wirtz goes down in the penalty area, Gabriel tries to drag him up. Same thing, same game, tries to pull him up because he's like, get up, and Wirtz stays down, right? But because Conor Bradley's had a bad injury, and he's down and it looks like it's painful, and Martinelli tries to do it, it looks a lot worse than it actually is. But we've seen it so many times where players have gone down and then they shuffle themselves back onto the pitch. And I saw him do that as well, Conor Bradley. Now, I'm not condoning what Martinelli does, but this happens all the time. Yeah. If it's only because Conor Bradley's injury looks as bad as it is, and then he got stretchered off, which is why everyone's going absolutely ballistic. But I do think people need to calm down, because it's happened in so many different games. I remember there was a game, Champions League a few years back, Jack Grealish going to Atletico Madrid, who are the absolute masters of the dark arts, and he did the same thing. He went down off the pitch.
It was near side, I remember it.
And he jumped himself back on the pitch.
He rolled on, yeah.
And they were going absolutely ballistic about it. So, yes, it doesn't look good when he goes down, he drops the ball in him. Like, it's petulant. That's what it is. It's petulant. Now, as I said, it's we see it all the time. I'm not condoning the actions of Martinelli, because there is a sportsmanship involved. But people saying that, oh my goodness, should be banned for this, banned for that. Like, get a grip.
He wants to win, Martinelli.
He wants to win.
At all costs. He had no idea as to the extent of that injury. I can't believe I'm defending an Arsenal player, but I'm saying it as I see it.
Like, it's not good sportsmanship, and it's petulance. And
I would want my players to do exactly the same. Get off the pitch. I don't know the extent of the injury. Get off the pitch.
Yeah.
Get up, because I've seen this a million times, and I think you play acting.
If I see
Obviously
a player,
you're not, but I think you play it. Get off the pitch. I want to get on. I want to score the winner.
Exactly. If I see a player get fouled off the pitch and then take himself back onto the pitch, I'm going to be like, hold on, he's trying to pull a fast one.
Yeah.
Now, as I said, I'm not condoning it, because his injury looked bad.
Awful, yeah.
And I really,
but you don't know that at the time.
Exactly. I really hope that he is okay and it's not as bad as it is.
Yeah.
But people are getting way too carried away with this. Way too carried away, because people are only getting mad because of the injury to Conor Bradley. But it's just, unfortunately, it's one of those things. But we see it all the time.
I would say 8 out of 10 players that go down injured feign injury.
Yeah.
Right? Or sorry, let me rephrase that. 8 out of 10 players that go down with an injury, it's not as bad as they're leading you to believe it is.
Oh my God, McAllister last night went down a couple of times like he'd been poleaxed.
So history tells us, if you're a footballer or a football fan, that when they go down with 2 minutes to go,
they're trying to
waste a bit of time.
Exactly that.
So I haven't got a problem with what Martinelli did. Knowing the extent of the injury, you look back and go, "That's terrible." We did that.
Exactly.
But he didn't know.
That's my point. We had the luxury of the replays.
Yeah, a little bit like Thomas Frank with a cup. He didn't know it had an Arsenal badge on it.
I mean, there's a bit.
Yeah, but he didn't know.
No.
Martinelli did not know.
Yeah.
If he knew, right? Yeah. Now I'll be going, well, you can see his leg fell off. That's disgusting.
You know, if it's one of those
awful ones.
Snaps,
yeah.
And then he did it, I'd go,
yeah,
hey,
ban him.
Throw the book in.
You don't want that.
Throw the book in.
He had no idea.
No idea.
Okay, well, I haven't got a problem with it. Bentley hasn't got a problem with it. If you have, you can have your say. Maybe you agree with this. And also, what do you make of Arsenal's win at all cost culture? Personally, I think that might be one of the things that you've been lacking in recent years. And if that's the difference between not winning the Prem and winning the Prem, I think you've got to continue with it.
That's overshadowed Arsenal's awful flipping second half performance. Oh, my goodness gracious me.
A point gained or 2 points dropped?
Well, Arsenal at home, best home record in the league, top of the table. I'd say 2 points dropped.
Okay.
But by the end of it, and fair play, Liverpool second half,
Yeah.
brilliant.
They were.
But Arsenal, my
They
goodness,
were terrible, Arsenal. Okay, you know what to do. Pick up the phone. We've got so much to cram into, all of the show today. So if you want to have your say, don't hang around. Pick up the phone. Martinelli, Connor Bradley, your views, 03717 223344. Dial that. You'll be next live on Drive on talkSPORT.
Maximum Spinach.
You like this one? Bit of Runaway Train? I think I was singing this in the office for no reason, wasn't I? Is that why you've done it, Ryan? Strive and talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent is here. Still to come, we'll be looking ahead to the rest of the weekend's action in Ready, Steady, Crook. Just quickly, Man City have signed Semenyo from Bournemouth, a deal worth about £65 million.
Do you know what, sorry, it must be a nice feeling that Pep wants you.
Oh my God, you're amazing.
Oh, that Pep's gone.
Did you hear that conversation with Declan Rice when he decided to sign for Arsenal?
No.
Apparently, Pep phoned him up and says, I hear you don't want to win anything. And Declan's like, what do you mean? He goes, you signed for Arsenal, right? And you could have come here.
That's a lie, isn't it?
No, that story's true.
Yeah?
Apparently, that's what Pep said, yeah.
Wow.
Good story, isn't it? Apparently, he don't want to win anything. Everton have said they are surprised and disappointed after their appeal against Michael Keane's red card against Wolves was rejected by the FA. We're taking your calls. What do you make of Arsenal's winner? All-cost culture. 03717223334. Josh is an Arsenal fan. Hi, Josh.
All right, mate. How you doing? You good?
I'm great, man. How are you today?
Not overly happy, to be fair. I thought the result was poor. It was like we went on there and played for a draw. Do you know what I mean? We didn't play particularly well at all. And Grokis isn't really cutting the mustard at the moment, which, and I think you're gonna have to think about dropping him and starting Gabby Jesus if you are, if you're brutally honest. Gabby Martinelli, absolutely disgraceful what he did yesterday.
Tell me what he did. Hold on, let me ask you that again. Tell me what he did that he knew he did.
So basically, Connor's like kicked the ball, he's done his knee in or whatever.
Okay, but hold on. You only knew that after. So at the time, tell me what he did that was wrong at the time.
He tried to rip him off the pitch so he could continue playing the game. That was it.
Now we see so many players feign injury. If he had feigned injury, which a lot of players do, is it still as bad?
No, because like you said, we all know what players do. We know what they think. Liverpool are thinking, we got a draw, might be a decent result for us. Arsenal on a counter, get a corner, whatever, they can get a goal. Everyone knows that. So, that's probably what I imagine. That's what his way of thinking was. He's trying to waste a bit of time. I'll get him off the pitch and we can crack on.
Okay, so without him having full knowledge of the extent of the injury, he did the right or wrong thing.
That's a tough question. It's still wrong, isn't it? You can't be really be doing that sort of thing, can you? And it's at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. The kid was injured. Mm-hmm. He shouldn't have done what he did. Simple as.
Okay, but he didn't know he was injured when he did it, right?
Yeah.
I think this is so key because the injury is. We hope it's not horrific, right? We hope it's not his ACL. Yeah. If it was just, and he wasn't, by the way, but if he was just feigning injury, which a lot of footballers do, which we're used to seeing.
That's the problem.
It's not that bad. It's only after the event are we judging him now.
Yeah, and I understand that, and but at the end of the day, he was seriously injured, and I know what you're trying to say. He could have been playing on it, but at the end of the day, he wasn't. But I'm looking at it the way is if he was playing on his injury, then no one would be kicking off as much as they are now.
But that's the thing. And again, we can't stress it enough. We wish Conor Bradley the best and hope he's okay.
Yeah.
But it's because of the injury and how bad the extent of the injury is, which we don't know yet, which is why everyone's going absolutely ballistic. Because that's the problem. Modern day football, every touch, people go down like, oh my goodness, he's been absolutely clattered.
Time wasters,
that's the problem.
Yeah. I'm not saying he was, but we do see it. Dave's a Liverpool fan. Hi, Dave.
How you doing? You all right?
I'm good, Dave. How are you today?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad.
Off you go.
I appreciate you say you don't know the extent of the injury, but Benty, you've played the game. If a player goes down and no one's near him, surely in the back of your head you think, yeah, that's serious.
No, I'm not.
No one was near him.
No, but
and he's just gone down.
No, because Martinelli was almost in that area, so it wasn't like he was running on his own chasing the ball and then he went down. Then that's a different story. Because Martinelli was chasing him, the ball goes out of play. And then I think Conor Bradley is on the pitch, off the pitch or just off the pitch, and shuffles himself onto the pitch. That's when Martinelli thinks.
That's where I think you're wrong. He's gone down in agony, and he doesn't know where he is.
Mate, I've seen people go down holding knees, face, everything, rolling around like they've been absolutely clattered, and there's nothing wrong with them. Nothing.
Yeah, but then you're tarnishing every single player with the same brush.
Well, unfortunately, that's the modern game.
Without a challenge.
That's the modern game.
He went out. I know what you're saying, but he went down without a challenge. In the back of your head, you've got to think he might be hurt. He doesn't know where he is. He's rolling around in agony, and he's just moving about.
Dave,
and he's shuffled his way.
I hear what you're saying.
Go on.
You don't apologise. Let me ask you a question. If you found out 2 minutes or 3 minutes after Conor Bradley went down that he got straight back up and carried on, would your view as to what Martinelli did change?
No.
So what's
that sportsmanship element?
So the crime that's been committed is the fact that, irrelevant of the injury or not an injury, what Martinelli did to him by dropping the ball on him and trying to get him off the pitch, that's the crime, right?
Yes.
But do you not
100%.
think that when you've got a couple of minutes left in a very important game against a side that potentially could be taking the title away from you if they beat you, do you not think this win-at-all-cost culture, which a lot of clubs have and a lot of clubs don't have, and that might be the missing piece of the jigsaw, do you not understand why Arsenal will be in such a hurry to get the game moving again?
I understand why they would be in a hurry to get the game underway, but football is everything in some aspects, but then football is nothing. Surely the welfare of a player comes first.
Yeah, but we didn't know the extent of the injury when he did it.
Right. Yeah, I get that point. I understand that. I just think either way, you need to make sure our players, from a young age, we're made to make sure the player's okay, lift him up, shake his hand, see if he's all right.
I get that, and that in an ideal world, that would be the case. But we both know that that's not the case in modern day football.
No,
that's not the case. Like people are messaging this saying that it shouldn't be when a player's down, you shouldn't put your hands on them anyway. It happens every single week. But as I said, if the Conor Bradley, and again, we say it again, we hope that he's okay. If the extent of the injury isn't as bad as we hope, then it's only because now he went off, stretched it off while people were going, it's
Do you think it? I mean, there's two things he did, right? One was drop the ball on him, and one was try to get him off the pitch.
So I didn't like the dropping the ball on him. That was just petulant.
What one's worse?
Oh, definitely they're trying to lift him up and push him.
Okay, so if he would have just dropped the ball on him, do you think football fans would be going as nuts today?
No, of course they wouldn't.
It's the fact that he tried to get him off the pitch.
Yes, like he moved him when obviously he looks like his knees.
Again, we wish Conor Bradley all the very best. We hope it's nowhere near as bad as it looked afterwards. Let's cross our fingers for that one. Still to come, we'll be discussing Man United's last chance of silverware this season ahead of their game against Brighton. But of course, 8:30 means it's time for no Googling. And after some call for Martinelli to be sent off last night, we want to know who are the two Brazilian players with the most red cards in Premier League history.
Oh, no, one of them must be.
Yeah, we've definitely got that.
It must be.
It is, but who's the other one? The answer to that and loads more coming up live and drive and talkSPORT after this.
number of FA Cup matches are falling by the wayside as the weather takes its toll on the country. Storm Goretti is bringing snowfall and strong winds, meaning some clubs are postponing matches. Keep an eye on talkSPORT.com to see if your club's being affected. It's reported, meanwhile, Bukayo Saka has agreed to sign a new 5-year deal at Arsenal. It would extend his stay in North London until 2031. Antoine Semenyo will go straight into the City squad this weekend after his arrival from Bournemouth. Pep's thrilled to have the forward and thinks it's a no-brainer to get him at the Etihad.
So I play extraordinary in Bournemouth in the last years. Can play in both sides, right, left. He used the both legs unbelievably, and in striker as well can play for his pace, and he knows the Premier League.
Now, David Moyes says he's starting to feel hard done by with refereeing decisions against his team.
Well, I didn't want to discuss any of the others because they've all gone in the past, but now you bring them up, it makes me think that, hey, by the way, maybe there has been a few more than it should have gone against us. The recent ones are hard to take.
Everton say they're surprised and disappointed. Michael Keane's red card against Wolves the other night wasn't overturned by the FA. He'll be missing for their upcoming fixtures against Sunderland, Villa and Leeds. Eddie Howe says Fabian Schär could return before the end of the season. He says he's not broken his ankle after being stretchered off against Leeds in midweek. And Luke Littler signed a £20 million equipment deal with Target Darts. It's the largest in the sport's history and will last 10 years. Get more on the talkSPORT YouTube channel.
talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent alongside.
Banger.
You know that time when your mobile phone starts losing battery power really, really quickly?
Yeah.
You know your phone's dying. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Last couple of weeks, it's been lasting. Who's this?
Dennis Brown.
You like that?
Banger.
Banger. Before the break, ask a question: who are the two Brazilian players with the most red cards in Premier League history?
Well, David Luiz must be one.
How many do you reckon he got? They both got the same amount.
6.
4. Who's the other one?
Brazil. Casemiro?
No. Ends in Inho. And begins with
Fernandinho.
Yes. Still to come, we're discussing Man United's last chance of silverware this season ahead of their game against Brighton. Now, earlier today, we closed our biggest New Year's competition ever. £26,000 for 2026. And we have our winner, Stephen from Milton Keynes. Here's how he reacted.
Oh, that is ridiculous. Do you know what? Weirdly enough, I was thinking about it today. Just thinking, how much luck? Is there any luck coming? Is there any luck coming? Fantastic. As a family, we've been discussing a holiday this summer, so this will help an absolute immense. So it'll be fantastic.
Well done, Stephen. 26 grand.
Love that.
If you could buy one pair of trainers for 26 grand, what are you buying?
Oh.
What one's out there? Are you getting the Back to the Future ones?
Well, a second pair.
Okay. How much is a pair? Could I get a pair?
Well, I won mine at auction years ago.
Okay. Could I get yours? Come in the yellow case.
Comes everything. Yeah.
Oh my god.
The charge.
26 grand. Buy me a pair of those trainers.
Yeah, but you don't want to do that.
No, but would it?
Yeah, you'd be able to find. Yeah, well, you don't need to do that.
No, I wouldn't do that.
You know what I mean? Just,
what would I get? The Dior ones. How much are Christian Dior ones?
What, Jordan ones?
Yeah.
Well, they range from about 4.5 to 10, maybe.
Oh, okay, so I could get a couple of. You a pair, me a pair.
Nah, I don't want a pair of them. You want? I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
Obviously, I had them. you wouldn't end up wearing them.
No, I'd never wear them.
No, because I had them worn once. That was it.
Like the old 3.0s. I don't think they're coming out of the box.
Well, not now. not
in this weather, you're right. Right, from one prize to another, our latest competition has landed. This is your chance to be at the greatest show on earth. Well, not the greatest, but one of them. The Super Bowl on Sunday, the 8th of Feb. Look at Bentley get all excited about this. You can't go in for it, Bentley. And not only that, as well as a pair of tickets, we're also chucking in flights to San Francisco, 3 nights accommodation, and spending money as well. What an unbelievable prize that is. Listen up. Here's how you enter.
Be there for Super Bowl 60 on talkSPORT.
That's a game show. That sounds like a game show from the 90s.
Come on down. The price is right. This is your chance for an unbelievable competition win. For your chance to win, text the word WIN to 83338. Text costs £2.50 plus your standard network rate. Or you can call 0343 418 7260. It's a different number to last time. Lines closed 22nd of Jan this year at 4 p.m. That's where you need to answer your phone when it rings. 18 plus UK residents only. It's a network promotion. Full T's and C's at talksport.com. For your chance to win, text the word WIN to 83338 now. Batman.
You know what? You know, after the whole Martinelli incident happened.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see Alisson trying to calm down all the Brazilians? See, like Martinelli gang crazy.
Really?
Gabriel trying to calm them all down. All the Brazilians that were just beefing between each other.
Yeah. Good story, that. Well done. Right, former Arsenal and France midfielder our mate Emmanuel Petit was alongside Sam Matterface and Alex Crook and Gabriel Bonhor earlier on today. He was asked his thoughts on the Gabriel Martinelli incident from last night.
He's very lucky because back in days, 25 years ago, these things would have ended up, with a big fight on the pitch.
What would you have done if you were in that dressing room? And
Fight.
What you would have
fight if the referee that don't do anything with the VAR on top of it.
I think he should have been sent off.
He's very lucky to stay on the pitch. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Imagine Steven Gerrard, John Terry, those guys on the pitch. Do you think it will be okay? I'm so tired of players, acting like I'm a tough guy, but they know that nothing's gonna happen to you. Why? Because television are here, the replay are here, VAR are here, so you cannot be. You are protected. There is no fight anymore. I'm not saying that it should have been a fight on the pitch, but come on. If you cross the limit, then you got to fight.
He was hard in, by the way.
You don't want to fight. That's why he wants to fight with people. He's changed since he came in here, right? Can't just go on other people's shows and promote violence like that. Do you agree with him or do you disagree with him? Should Liverpool players have done more?
It's harder nowadays. I mean, because back then, with hardly any cameras, no VAR, you might be able to give a little dig and get away with it. Even then you wouldn't get away with it. But now there's way too many cameras and what can you do? I mean, you're talking about back 25 years ago, 20 years ago, you'd fight. Yeah, you probably could get away with it or something, but just too much cameras now with VAR and there's pretty much every angle covered now.
And it's not only that, it's within 2 seconds, everyone's got it on their phone.
Yeah.
Whereas back in the day, you'd have to wait either till match of the day.
And see a little dig, you know what I mean?
Yeah, or be a picture on the back page of tomorrow's newspaper.
Trust me.
So it's a lot worse. We've got it from 15 different angles. Everything's slowed down.
We've got multiple cameras.
Yeah. And in fact, you're right, because even if it's missed by the referee on the pitch at the time, retrospectively...
They'll get him.
Yeah. You just don't want that, right?
Sorry, just quickly, someone said, ask Benny what the name of that Dennis Brown tune was. It's called Let Me Down Easy. Dennis Brown.
Right, okay, thanks for that.
No worries.
Staying with Arsenal, Bukayo Saka's on a new 5-year deal.
Yeah, it's big.
What do you make of that?
Yeah, it's huge for Arsenal. Yeah, I mean, listen, when people identify Arsenal now, it's Saka, that top player.
Well, he hasn't been.
Yeah, he's not been at his best this season, you have to say.
Do you know how many goals he scored in the league?
This season?
Last calendar year, 2025. So the end of the season before.
Yeah, I know it works. Calendar works.
Right. I bet you don't know how calendar works.
Is it 10?
No.
Less.
Yeah.
7.
Less.
4.
4 goals.
Yeah, it's he's not been at his best. He still has
moments. Chalobah, that is.
He still has moments where he goes past, like last night. But to be fair, you have to give him respect, man. Kirk has had a tough time since he got to Liverpool. I thought Kirk has last night. Other than the couple of times that Saka went past him and got to the byline, I thought he handled him well.
Yeah,
well.
I'm finishing my little Saka stats.
Okay.
So 4 goals all last calendar year. How many of those goals are this season? How many last season?
2 and 2.
No. All 4 this season. He scored none in the league last season in last year.
Yeah.
That's poor.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he's not been at his best, but he's still a top player.
Oh, no, without a doubt.
Like, still top player. Again, the numbers obviously have to be better, but it's brilliant. You don't want your best players to be leaving, signing contracts for long spells. I remember Arsenal was always losing their best players.
Yeah.
Just you taking Van Persie, Thierry leaving.
You lost a lot of big players.
Fabregas, a lot of players leaving, but
did Cole leave like that?
Who?
Ashley Cole.
You went Chelsea.
Yeah, but he'd leave like that.
Yeah, and remember he got caught in the hotel. Remember going in with the agents to meet Chelsea. Remember that?
Okay.
But no, for Arsenal, that's massive news. Big
I am surprised that he has signed it from his perspective before the season's over. And by that I mean, if you go another season without a trophy, I thought he would have maybe sat down with his agents. People think, listen, we need to start winning trophies now.
Well, yeah, but maybe he's one of them where he loves Arsenal that much. He wants to succeed with Arsenal regardless. A little bit like the Shearer Newcastle ring, right?
Yeah.
Where I know Shearer had the one with Blackburn.
Shearer won the Premier.
So, but then he got to Newcastle, had the option to go to United, and he was like, no, my boyhood club is Newcastle.
Yeah.
That would mean more to me. Maybe that's Saka at Arsenal.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I just thought wait till the end of the season.
No, but I mean, just I bet it's not a. I bet they've not shortchanged him.
No, he'll be earning. What was he on, about 300 anyway?
But anyway, I mean, where they going to? I'd love to know the numbers in this contract.
Frightening, isn't it?
Even if say he was on 290, I think he's around 290.
Yeah, he's got to be 350, isn't he?
What the? Honestly.
Yeah, I'm signing that bit. Of
but no, do you know what? I genuinely think in the Arsenal team now he's got pressure from Madueke. When Madueke came, he has, mate. I'm telling you. I'm telling you now. When Madueke, he has. When Madueke came on last night, first went past Kirkes, put a great ball across, no centre forward in there. He's got genuine competition.
Gyökeres.
No, Gyökeres was off. Gabriel Jesus was playing holding midfield.
We haven't even talked about the game.
Yeah, it was poor.
What's going on with Gyökeres?
Honestly, at the minute it's not working.
He's so out of his depth, isn't he?
Do you know what it is, right? When you play centre forward, you're usually good at a particular skill, right? So I'll give you an example. Like you get the best centre forwards that Harry Kane is good at. He can hold the ball up. He can link play. He can score goals. He can pass. And he can be a poacher, right? Yeah. When you look at Gyökeres, right? If he's not going to be like his biggest attribute is obviously his goal scoring, what he did at Sporting, right? When Arsenal get the ball wide, and this is where I have got a little bit of sympathy for him before I move on to what he's not doing. When the ball's wide, he has no idea when the ball's coming in the box. Now, me playing centre forward, I need a relationship with my two wide men. So there's things we call trigger, right? So if Saka cuts back onto his left foot, I need to know the ball's coming in then, right? If Trossard on the other side cuts back onto his right foot, I need to know the ball's coming in then. The problem he's got at the minute is that when the ball goes to Saka, he has no idea when the ball's coming in. So Saka will go down the byline, pretend to cross, chop back.
Whose fault is all of that?
Well, no, listen, let me finish my point, right?
Okay.
So he does that, right? So then he's like, oh my God, I've got to adjust my position again. So he can never build a relationship with the two wide men. So that's why I've got sympathy for him. On the flip side, though, if he's not going to be that player, because I don't think is his strong point at linking the play, getting hold of the ball, bringing others into play, linking with the midfield, he's got to be that number 9 that just gets on the end of things. In terms of the ball goes across the box, there's no excuse for him not being there, right? He is not doing either. The ball went across from Rice, he's not in there. He's not linking play. So at the minute, effectively, when Arsenal are attacking at times, we're playing with 10 men. Now that can't continue.
Is that not the manager's role?
Trying to get the best out of him.
Yeah, to make him understand how his team are playing.
Yeah, but it's hard. It's impossible, right, for you to build a relationship if you never know when the ball's coming in. You can never time your movement. Because if you look at a lot of his goals for Sporting Lisbon, crosses coming in, he's getting across the front post, getting his head on it. But because he's got no idea when the ball's coming in, he can't build that relationship. He doesn't know whether he's coming or going. But still, the ball from Declan Rice in the first half, he has to be on the end of that.
Do you think that's a problem with, you play with inverted wingers, right?
Yeah, that is the problem.
Because they're always cutting in, they're trying to score themselves.
Yeah, or they'll look up, chop. And it's impossible to score goals out. Impossible.
Yeah.
But
so what do you do then?
I mean,
what sort of number 9 do you have?
Well, Kai Havertz would probably be the one because he could do a little bit of both. He can link play.
He can drop back.
And he can drop back. He could do all of it. Gabriel Jesus can link play really well. But as we saw in the second half, when Madueke puts the ball across, he's not in there. We've got no centre forward that wants to get in there.
Interesting. Still as confidential. But by the way, I've not even had a go at you. 3-1, you said arrogantly the other day.
Yeah. You used to beat Burnley as well.
Yeah, not mad, mate. 3-1, you beat him 3-1.
Yeah. Well, that's 1 for 1 then. Because I said Villa. So I got that right.
What do you mean?
Because I said Villa were 3-1, it was 4. So, 1 for 1.
You said you'd smash Liverpool 3-1. You're a disgrace, you are. A reminder, we've got Stevie Sidwell joining us in the studio a bit later on. Alex Crook joins us on today's show as well. If you want to be a part of it, it's very simple. Pick up the phone, 03717 223344. tell you what, I don't think it's a better Stones song than this, do you?
Right,
this is unbelievable. Love the Rolling Stones. Drive and talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent alongside. Still to come, we'll be joined in the studio by former Premier League midfielder Steve Sidwell. Just quickly, Arsenal are in touch with Mark Gurley's camp ahead of a potential move this summer.
Yeah, but I don't think he'd be there this summer. He'd be gone. I mean, if you're at Liverpool,
if he's leaving Palace in the summer, that's the conversation, right?
I mean, but Man City is circling.
I think so.
They get their business done quite early.
I think so. Yeah. How about this? Luke Littler has signed the biggest deal in darts history with his supplier, Target Darts, which will see him earn £20 million over the next 10 years.
Jeez.
$2 billion a year. 20 million. Imagine that little contract appearing on your desk.
Go on, Littler.
Sign that for me. Right, time now for this.
Paddy Power on talkSPORT. With Paddy's Super Sub, your new bet rolls over to the new player coming on. T's and C's and exclusions apply. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.
Right, time now for today's bet with the friends at Paddy Power. Let's welcome Matt Kerr to the show. Hello, Matt. How are you?
How are we doing?
Good, man. Are you all right? Thanks for coming on. We've got you because we're looking forward to tomorrow afternoon's FA Cup third round match as Newcastle play Bournemouth at St James's. Can you remind everyone how the Bet Builder works and the charity that may benefit?
Of course, the Bet Builder is, as always, it's a selection of events within one match. You can have anything you want: goals, shots, fouls, corners, players to score, players to assist, you name it. Not everything that we raise goes to the Attitude Foundation, raising money for great LGBT causes up and down the country.
Right, beautifully done. Fingers crossed. It's a 5-leg Bet Builder. These are our picks. I've gone for Newcastle to win the game.
Yeah, hard to argue with the form table right now. Newcastle, 3 wins on the bounce. Bournemouth, 1 win in 12, and that 1 win was off a last-second goal last week. Or midweek, even.
I would go for both teams to score, please.
Yeah, the extent to which these sides cannot keep a clean sheet might sound surprising to some people. Between them, they've got 2 clean sheets in 26 matches, and within those 26 games, 20 of them have been both teams to score.
Okay. Next up is producer Joe, who I don't know why, but he's wearing an ankle bracelet today. Very bizarre. He's gone for Jacob Ramsey to be shown a card.
Yeah, after a long run of midweek fixtures over the festive period, it's about time that Ramsey gets back into the starting 11. Averages a yellow card every 2.5 games, but the going price for it is 4-1 despite that, which is pretty good. And of course, Paddy Power, as ever, has super subs, so if he is hooked for someone like a Barnes or a Gordon or a Murphy, the bet will stay on.
Next up are the people. We love the people, especially if they've got a radio diary. They've gone for over 9.5 corners.
Yeah, we're on to the people's third choice pick, because Andy and Benty, you've chosen the first and second pick that the people were going for this week. So on our third choice, we're on over 9.5 corners. Between the two of them, you're looking at an average of about 12 per game this season. So people going on a safer route of 10 or more.
The last one is yours. What are you going for, Matt?
I have got Bournemouth to get the most bookings. You look at the two teams. Bournemouth have some of the worst discipline in the league. Newcastle have some of the best. The Toon have got 1.3 cards per game this season. Bournemouth nearly double that with 2.4. If we're going for Ramsey to get booked, then there's plenty to say that Bournemouth are going to get more of their own.
Beautiful. Before we let you go, can you confirm the bet with insurance, the odds and the value of the charity bet one more time, please?
Yeah, so for the Attitude Foundation, we've got Newcastle to win, both teams to score, Ramsey to get booked, over 9.5 corners, and Bournemouth most booking. And I couldn't believe the price when I saw it. It was 66-1. Wow. £10 pays out 670 quid.
Love that. Fingers crossed. Thanks for coming on. Have a great weekend. We'll speak to you in a bit.
Thank you. Take care.
There you go. That's Paddy Power's Bet Better for today. Minimum odds 1 to 5, 18 plus. begambleaware.org.
Paddy Power on talkSPORT. With Paddy's Super Sub, your new bet rolls over to the new player coming on. T's and C's and exclusions apply. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.
What was that Stones tune called? You just played. I need to write that down. I need to download that later.
Paint it black. Paint it back. Paint it black.
Yes,
paint the door black.
Yeah, banger.
The door. What was it? Paint the door black. Okay, that one.
Banger. Stones.
Great, isn't it?
Banger.
Yeah. Should we go to the phone lines? We've been talking about the Martinelli, Connor Bradley scenario. You can have your view on it. Joel's a Liverpool fan. Last call the hour. Hello, Joel.
Hi, you're right. How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you today? You all right? You well?
Yeah, I'm well, thank you. Look, Arteta's built this team for what was it, 5-6 years now? They're in his image, okay? He's finally got what he wants. They fight the way he wants. They play the way he used to play, and the way he was an assistant manager, and now they're the reflection of the manager. If you look at the game back at Anfield, when you're 1-0 down, there was a player that went down in the Liverpool box, Arsenal player, and he sat there rolling around hoping that the game was delayed. So Martinelli, in my mind, is programmed that anyone going down, as you quite rightly pointed out, towards the end of a game, is time wasting, and that's why he did what he did. Okay, yes, I get he's sorry, and that is what's in the modern
I feel there's
game.
a big butt coming up.
No.
Oh, okay.
They're a reflection of Arteta. They're a reflection of Arteta. That's it. That's how he was as a player. He would have done exactly the same.
Have you got a problem with it?
Yes, I have.
What is it?
Because if you look at, if you look at Chelsea, they since the Abramovich era, 2004, they've been built to win and to always go for winners, especially when it comes to London derbies. They played Man City the other day. Player went down injured. Reece James, who's had his horrible run of injuries over the years, helped get this guy off the pitch, showed a bit of class. As fellow professionals, in a heated battle like that, Man City versus Chelsea, he still had the class to say, you know what, I know what you're going through. Let me help you off the pitch. That looks terrible. He stopped to think.
What's your problem with it? You just give me an example of a player doing the opposite and having class.
Sportsmanship. We're all desperate to win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Calm down. You're going to win this league. Calm down. You're going. This is when you've imploded over the last few seasons, when you've been in a good position, and you've let something innocuous get into the team's head. Like, for instance, a couple of seasons ago when you came to Anfield and you were killing us. And then...
They finished 2-2.
I think Arteta, yeah, that's it. And Arteta did something which the local lads like Trent and used to rise the crowd up.
Yep.
And that totally turned the game on its head.
Do you know what, Joe?
Almost lost it.
Do you know what, Joe? That's a really good point, right? But Arteta did the same thing against City. Remember when he riled up City? Was it him and De Bruyne had that like scuffle at the end of the ball? And from that, it's almost like that woke Man City up. But I mean, I think Joel's points there were good. I think
they were good points.
Like, he just got straight to the point and said,
"Yeah, good call."
You know what it is?
Good call. I haven't got a problem with it. The problem is the injury, but that's nothing to do with Martinelli. The injury.
No.
And we wish him well.
I hope Conor Bradley's all right.
Yeah.
I thought he played really well last night too.
Ryan has told me we'll be playing more Rolling Stones hits when we come back. So if you're a Stones fan, stick around for that. And of course, Alex Crook joins us, looking ahead to a busy weekend of FA Cup football. And then at 6, Stevie Sidwell joins us.
The notorious SID.
No one's ever called him that.
Okay, speak to him about it.
He'll be in the studio a bit later on. So lots coming up between now and 7. Stay with us. It's drive time on talkSPORT.
When was the last time you hit the bullseye of your own heart?
Aguero, Solskjaer, Deeney, Watkins. Sure, you know all about those last-minute goals, but have you heard the one about the on-loan goalkeeper who saved his temporary employers from disappearing out the Football League and into almost certain financial oblivion? Back in 1999, Carlisle United, managed by Nigel Pearson, were fighting to stay in the Football League. Carlisle's finances were precarious with a capital P that season, leading to a scenario where, with 3 games to go, they had to ask the FA to sanction an emergency loan deal to bring in a goalkeeper. Swindon Town's Jimmy Glass arrived at the club. His efforts in his first 2 games earned the Cumbrians 2 draws. Those vital points meant that Carlisle went into their final game of the Division 3 season, now League 2, needing to beat mid-table Plymouth Argyle in front of their own fans and hope their relegation rival Scarborough didn't win against Peterborough at home. The game at the McCain Stadium finished 1-1, and with the same scoreline at Brunton Park deep into injury time, Scarborough's fans invaded the pitch en masse, believing their Football League status was secure, convinced they'd done enough to stay up. However, there'd be one more plot twist. Carlisle won a corner in the dying seconds, and up came Jimmy Glass. In one of those you couldn't make it up moments, Glass scored from a rebounded header and was promptly swamped by teammates and thousands of fans who quite simply couldn't believe what they'd just witnessed. As for Jimmy Glass, he became an overnight celebrity, but he never played for Carlisle again, and his playing career never really kicked on after that defining moment. He took on various jobs outside of football before finding his way back into the sport as player liaison officer at Eddie Howe's Bournemouth, and most recently the general manager at non-league Wimborne. Not the fairy tale ending to one of the most Hollywood moments in football, but the name Jimmy Glass will live on forever as the scorer of that goal, arguably the most important in any club's history.
You right, D?
Yeah, I'm good, man. You?
I am tickety-boo. Welcome back to our number 2 driver talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein. Old Toad's next to me, Darren Bent.
No, I went cap shopping this morning.
You got a new cap on, have you?
Yeah, baseball cap shopping.
Annoyingly, it suits. See, you should wear it around the other way because at the moment you can't really tell it's a cap. That's it. If you're watching on YouTube, it looks good, man. Good cap. Yeah, it suits you. That's really annoying. Still to come, we're asking how badly Man United needs a win in the FA Cup this weekend. But now, it's time for this.
By the way, do you two like haddock? Dinner, either swordfish and salad or steak and calamari. I actually had an ice cream outside the Trevi Fountain in Rome. I did have a burger today. You do tend to let it slip on a Sunday.
Cooking with us today is Alex. Yeah, it's time for Ready Steady Cook, where talkSPORT's apparently chief football correspondent Alex Crook looks ahead to some of the biggest names in the FA Cup this weekend. And he joins us now from, well, we can't really see what room it is because he's giving us a very tight angle of it. How are you, Crookie?
I'm good. I like to keep you guessing on a Friday. There you go. That's a bit.
Where's that, the basement? The basement underneath?
Pretty much.
Is it the safe room?
Somewhere like that.
How are you, Cookie? You were on air this morning. Were you on air in the studio or were you on air at home?
No, I was on 10 till 1 this morning when Emmanuel Petit dropped his F-bomb, which was quite a funny moment.
That was so funny, that was. So funny that was.
You dumped it, obviously, right?
We did, but I think if you watch the YouTube clip, then you get the idea of the point he was trying to make.
He wouldn't do that in our show, you know. He's got respect from me and Benty.
He's more disciplined with you two,
yeah,
isn't he?
Yeah. Are you good? Are you well? Everything all right in the Crook household?
It's good. I've got tomorrow off, you know. It's unusual because there's not many games tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow. I'm at West Ham on Sunday, so a rare Saturday at home.
Well, I mean, there are people working for talkSPORT. You've been dropped, have you?
You just cut out there. The old gremlins are back.
I'll happily say it again. You've been dropped because there are people working for talkSPORT tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't mind a day off. Do you know I did 15 games in December?
Did you really?
Oh, get the violin out with you. Right, get the old violin out with you.
What are you going to do with your day off? What are you doing tomorrow?
I'm actually going to see my sister, who I didn't get to see over Christmas. So, yeah, we're having a family outing.
Oh, that'd be nice. What are you doing? Where are you going?
She lives in Kent, so a little bit of a journey.
All right. I mean, that's where she lives, but what are you doing?
Just mooching about her household. I thought she's a feeder, so I'm going to be eating all day, which is not what I need.
Is that what
January
that's
diet,
why you're going to visit, is it? Because she's a feeder. Right, let's talk football. Let's start with talkSPORT 2's live commentary of Everton.
I do like a big tasty.
Against Sunderland tomorrow. I bet you do. Everton drew with Wolves in midweek. Sunderland, of course, they were tonked 3-0 away to Brentford. Crookie, what have you got for us ahead of this game?
Yeah, David Moyes, FA Cup finalist before, I think, wasn't he, during his first spell at Everton. He's been speaking about this game, and he was asked how important the FA Cup is for the Toffees season.
Well, a good cup run for any club, and it's a question which gets asked to all the managers, and we're all going to say the same thing. There's nobody who doesn't want a good cup run. There's nobody who doesn't want to win the FA Cup final, but it's a harder thing to do. So we start tomorrow, and hopefully we can have a good go at it.
That's David Moyes looking ahead to Everton against Sunderland. Do you know what? There's a few teams this weekend. Bournemouth are another. They're away at Newcastle on Sunday. I hope they go strong, guys, because Everton are in no danger of relegation. That they're probably not equipped really to compete for a European place. So I think the Cup's got to be priority for them, for Bournemouth. I hope Brighton goes strong at Old Trafford. I hope they don't go that strong. But do you take my point? It always annoys me when Premier League teams safe in mid-table name their reserves for the FA Cup third round.
Yeah, I agree, Cookie. And I think Palace were a prime example of that last year. Went for it, and look what happens. They had a tough run. Obviously, the final as well, winning it. And I'm with you, Cookie. I never understand that. When you know you're not going to win the Premier League, and you are kind of bouncing around that kind of mid-table-ish, I think your Cup's your best opportunity of giving your fans a day out and having a really special memory. I don't know why you wouldn't go strong and try and win the Cups.
Yeah, I agree. And obviously Sunderland looking to bounce back from a big defeat in midweek. I know they've got players away at AFCON. So I think Everton might actually go stronger than their visitors. I think it's a good chance to get into round 4.
What's going to happen then? It's a 12:15 kick-off. Everton take on Sunderland. It's live on talkSPORT 2. Crookie?
I'm going to go for an Everton win. I'm going to go 2-0. I wonder if this might be back-to-back defeats for Sunderland.
Okay, DB?
Yeah, I'm going to go... I'm going to go 2-1 Everton.
Brilliant. Okay, glad you thought about that. Right, let's move on to talkSPORT's live commentary of Charlton against Chelsea. I think this could be a fascinating game, actually. Liam Rossini's first game in charge, of course, of Chelsea. Well, Charlton are 19th in the Championship. I mean, talk about sort of must not lose your first game of football for your huge, big new football club. What have you got for us ahead of this game?
Yeah, Liam Rossini obviously watching from the stands as Chelsea lost that West London derby at Fulham in midweek, albeit down to 10 men from quite early on. The Scott Minto derby, we're calling this, Charlton against Chelsea, and Rossini has admitted that he needs to hit the ground running.
The turnover of managers now, regardless of club, is huge. The pressure is there from day one. I'm aware of that. If I wasn't willing to take on that pressure or that privilege, I think the bigger club you're at, the higher the pressure, but the higher the privilege. I have to take that into account. So for me, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. I can't wait for tomorrow night. I couldn't wait to get here when we agreed the deal and meet the players and meet the staff who have been nothing but supportive, made me feel at home. It comes with the territory. If you're scared or if you're fearful, then there's no point being a coach.
That's Liam Rossini, or is it Rossini? I'm not too sure how his dad wants us to say his name, but no, joking aside, he speaks well, doesn't he? And he looks the part. I mean, obviously it's a massive leap of faith that Chelsea have taken from the fact he was sacked by Hull not that long ago. I think if you'd said then that he would be the Chelsea manager in a couple of years, people would have thought you were crazy, but that's the direction of travel the club have gone in.
Cookie, let me ask you, we were talking just before this about Everton and Sunderland. Would Everton rest their players? A lot of sides do rest players in the FA Cup, certainly the early rounds as well, but is a new manager and there's pressure from the minute you walk through the door at the Bridge. Do you expect him to pick as strong a team as possible to make sure they win this game? Because the last thing you want as a new manager at any club, but certainly one of the big hitters, is to lose a game in the FA Cup.
Especially against a team who aren't in great form.
Oh my goodness, Charlton are having one at the minute.
This is, Yeah, this is massive, I think, for Rosenior, but they do have the first leg of a League Cup semi-final to come in midweek. So I think he will make changes, but I think you look at Chelsea's squad and they have got an awful lot of players. I think he'll put out a team that should be strong enough to get the job done.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Charlton having a tough time. Of course, former club always looking out for their results, but they have had a tough time, by the way, recently. 1 win in their last 12.
Well, it's going to be tough for them. FA Cup, right? That's what it's all about, the magic of the cup.
No, theirs should be about survival. Forget they're winning the FA Cup, Charlton, right now. Stay in the Championship. 19th.
Yeah, you're all right. Tomorrow at 8 p.m, it's live on talkSPORT. Charlton against Chelsea. Crookie?
I'm going to go 3-1 Chelsea. I don't think they'll keep a clean sheet, but I think they will win the game.
D?
See, listen, as much as it pains me to say, I think probably 4-0 Chelsea.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, Charlton had a tough time, real tough time.
Okay. Well, I'll back the home team. I'm going 2-1 Charlton.
You reckon, yeah?
Yep. All right, there's always a little upset there in the FA Cup. It could be there. Sunday, 2:30 sees West Ham against QPR. That one's live on talkSPORT 2. Cookie, what you got for us?
Yeah, I think if there is going to be an upset, then it's probably more likely to be this game. 9,000 QPR fans making their way to London Stadium. They might actually outnumber the host because obviously West Ham fans are disenchanted, let's just say, with life following the Hammers at the moment. Nuno Espirito Santo, he's been addressing the media today and he's been speaking about the lift that a good cup run might give their Premier League form.
It's a tough situation that we are aware, but at the same time is realizing that there are 17 games to go. It's a lot of football to be played, and what we have to do is focus now on ourselves, on our day-to-day, and look for that win that we need. Don't be obsessed about the gap. Try to avoid. If you start looking every time at the table, then you get more anxious. So let's try to focus on ourselves and what we have to do.
Nuno Espirito Santo, West Ham manager, under big pressure, I think, going into this game at the weekend. Obviously lost at home to Forest. They were on the wrong end of a couple of controversial decisions, but if they get dumped out of the cup by a championship team, I think those dissenting voices amongst the West Ham fans will only get louder.
Do you know what, Crookie? It's always a difficult one, I think, with situations like this, because you think, right, rest the players for the league campaign, because obviously relegation is the priority here. But then how do you get confidence into these players? So it's almost like, do you go full strength and try and beat QPR to get that winning feeling? Or do you rest all the players for the league games and then risk getting absolutely turned over by QPR? It's always a tricky one.
Yeah, I agree. They've got a full week, haven't they, before their next Premier League game. So I think I'd probably be advising Nuno to go strong. But obviously there are squad players that he needs to utilise. We might see Pablo from the start, the new signing from Portugal. But QPR, they're one of those cluster of teams who I think fancy themselves for a playoff place. And I think they play decent football as well with that big away following. I think this has got all the hallmarks of a possible upset.
Go on then, what will the score be on 2 on Sunday? West Ham against QPR. It's live on talkSPORT 2. Crookie?
I'm going to go 2-1 QPR.
Wow. DB?
No, do you know what? I'm going to go Hammers. I'm going to go
I think home win.
3-1 Hammers.
Okay. Quickly, before I let you go, when we come back after this little short break, we are talking about Man United against Brighton, of course, Sunday 4:30. That one kicks off, obviously, in the FA Cup. I know that Darren Fletcher will be in charge of the team, but then after that, we don't really know. And we don't really know if it's him, or we don't really know which one of the other two it's going to be. What on earth is going on at the club? Why are we in a situation where there are two other names, Michael Carrick and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and we still don't know what's happening between those two?
Well, I think they want to be seen to take their time, Manchester United. I've got to say, Tuesday night, I was getting very strong vibes that it would be Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. His camp seemed quite confident. They were briefing the Norwegian media that was going to happen. The trail has gone a little bit quiet, and I wonder if that's because Manchester United hierarchy not particularly happy, maybe, that those stories came out. I know they are meeting both him and Michael Carrick towards the back end of this week. I think those meetings have taken place now, and a decision probably will happen early next week. But I still have this nagging suspicion, what happened? Because I thought second half against Burnley, that was a decent performance. Yes, they didn't win the game, but you could see what Darren Fletcher was trying to do. If they beat Brighton, and I think they can beat Brighton, I think it's going to be a very strong United team, then surely Darren Fletcher's right to ask the question, if you're going to hire an interim, why can't it be me?
Yeah.
It does seem an overcomplicated process once you fire Ruben Amorim to put one caretaker manager in and then look for another interim for the rest of the season. They should have had a plan in place because, let's be honest, you look at the performances and the form under Ruben Amorim, they must have known that at some point they might have to make this decision.
Yeah.
So seemingly to go into it blind with no plan at all, I think is is poor again
and also,
on behalf of Ineos.
I agree with what you said, and also I just don't get where we're at the moment. Like, why do they need to interview Carrick and Solskjaer? Surely they've made their mind up. They know what they're about. They've seen them before in the Man United dugout. What are they going to learn from speaking to people that they know?
No, I agree, and I think Ruud van Nistelrooy has been spoken to as well, and obviously it's one of their first interim appointments after they got rid of Erik ten Hag. So it all feels like a little bit of a mess. And again, you look at the calibre of a manager who might be available in the summer. I still ask myself, if you're Thomas Tuchel or Roberto De Zerbi, who both rejected their advances previously, what's changed? They didn't seem to have a lot of faith in Jason Wilcox and Omar Barada and Ineos then. Have they seen much in the last year or so to convince them they made a mistake by not accepting the offer from United? I'm not sure.
Before I let you go, one last question. Darren Fletcher, we know, will be in charge for the Brighton game. Who will be in charge for the game after that?
Well, it's the Manchester derby, isn't it? I still think it will be Ollie. I still think it will be Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but I'm not as definitive on that as I was maybe on Tuesday night.
Okay. Quickie, thanks for coming.
Cheers, Crooks.
What are you doing tonight? Big Friday, what are you up to? Nothing to do tomorrow to get up for? What are you doing?
I'm off to the pub now, just the local for a couple of beers, and then the missus is cooking a nice roast dinner for tonight. Nice roast.
I do like a big tasty.
A Friday night roast dinner? Is that a bit weird?
Well, I don't get them on a Sunday because I'm always working on a Sunday, so I do like a midweek roast.
Okay, you do like any day of the week roast for you. Quickie, thanks for coming on. Enjoy the pub, enjoy the roast. Have a nice weekend off. We'll speak to you next week.
Cheers, boys.
Thanks, man. There you go, the wonderful Alex Crook.
Legend, isn't he? Love Crookie.
We do love Crookie.
Yeah, man.
He's great. When we there is that side to him. When we come back, we will be looking ahead to Man United against Brighton. United fans, who do you want in the dugout for the Manchester derby? 0371722 3344. tell you what, Rolling Stones hour, is it? Love this. Good work. We haven't played the Stones for ages. It's Drive and Talk Sport. It's me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent, alongside me still to come. We'll be joined in the studio by a former Premier League midfielder. In the tallest SID, no one calls him out. Steve Sidwell will be joining us. Just quickly, TalkSPORT understands that Aston Villa are exploring a deal to bring Atletico Madrid midfielder Conor Gallagher back to the Premier League.
That'd be a good signing, that.
Good sign.
Great signing, that.
Yeah, really good. Could he be going to the World Cup?
No, I mean, there's too much in the middle of the
I
park,
agree.
man. Way too much at the minute.
Good player, though, right?
He was brilliant for Chelsea before they shipped him off.
He was their captain, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And Palace, he was fantastic.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Did he have 2 spells at Palace?
No, what? I remember him at Palace. I saw him early on at Charlton, and then he went to Swansea. He was brilliant at Charlton. Went to Swansea. Can't remember him there, but he was brilliant at Palace.
Right, Man United host Brighton on Sunday in the FA Cup third round as they look to keep their final hope of silverware alive this season. That game, of course, will be live and exclusive here on talkSPORT. Kicks off at 4:30. Interim gaffer Darren Fletcher. He's been speaking to the media ahead of this game, and he said he would love the club to win the FA Cup this season.
That's an important competition, and Manchester United's about winning trophies, and I think we've had good success in the competition in recent years. Won it a couple of years ago, lost in the final. It's an amazing competition. It's the first trophy that I won as a player. It's a special tournament, and as in with the season so far, not in Europe, out of the League Cup, it's Premier League obviously, but it's the FA Cup's a trophy that we should be vying to win and giving ourselves every opportunity to win.
It's mad that I'm going to ask this question, but how massive is this game for Man United, because they can't afford to be out of all competitions in Jan, can they?
Yes, I mean it's a big competition for Manchester United, but it always is. Whatever Man United are in, it's always huge for them because they are, well, they were, maybe not for a little while, but trophy pigs, weren't they, in terms of winning domestic trophies or international trophies. But
we won behind you in the FA Cup.
Yeah, I think we're 14, you're 13.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's huge, it's massive. But then it's a big end to the season for Man United anyway, because you just don't know what's coming, what's going to happen. I mean, Crookie said there about interim with Darren Fletcher, then get another interim in, which is a bit bizarre, in my opinion. But
I do think it's a mess.
It's bizarre, that, isn't it?
I mean, what are you interviewing Michael Carrick for? What are you interviewing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? You know them, you know what they're about, and also why just before you pulled the trigger on Ruben Amorim, like let's just say we're going to fire Ruben at 5, right? Let's have a meeting at midday and work out who's going to take over.
Yeah. But it's the problem we have, is that, again, there's just not too many of these guys about that could take on Manchester United. So it's going to take a little bit more time. But I am always one of them, though. If you believe that the man in charge is not the right man, don't wait. There's no point waiting, because it's not going to get any better. You've already made your mind up. He's not the right man for the job. Move him on. But yeah, so it's going to be a big end to the season for Manchester United, trying to get back into Europe through the league format. Can they win a domestic trophy in the FA Cup? But
what is interesting is United are in the situation where they've got Darren Fletcher for this game. He doesn't know if he'll be in the dugout for the Man City game, which is a league game. So if it was a manager that was there for the whole season, he'd probably rest a few players in the FA Cup game because he knows Man City. But this might be Darren Fletcher's last game. So why would he rest players?
Well, no, you want to go strong because
No, he does.
Look,
he wants to win the game.
A bit selfish. Yeah, but you want to win the game anyway.
I know, but do you know what I mean? If he was there for the whole season, he might pick a slightly different team.
Yeah, but listen, potentially, I fully understand that. But you've got 6 days you play Sunday and your next game's on Saturday, so you pretty much a full week
off, yeah.
So just go full strength because it's going to be a tough game.
I do hope Lacey plays. You know, the young kid that come on the right and he just kept shooting for fun, hit the crossbar with one of them. The other one was... That's what I like, when you get interim managers coming in that know the sort of under-21s.
A little chance. A little bit like what's
a little chance.
For the national team, didn't he? Lee Carsley did it.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Yeah, brought in Angel Gomez and a few others.
Yeah, and that was great to see.
Yeah.
And that's what, as a United fan, that's what I want. So I like Fletcher. He's a pal of mine, so I hope he does well anyway. I hope he gets the gig full-time. And obviously, being a Man United fan, I hope we win the game against Brighton. How do you see it going?
I mean, Brighton were good against City at times. I know Man City missed a whole load of chances, but... I think Brighton win this,
Great.
Yeah, I think Brighton win this.
Go on.
2-1.
Okay. I think 2-1 the other way.
Okay, nice.
Let's take calls. We'll take calls when we come back. United fans, 03717 22 334. And out of the 3, Carrick, Solskjaer and Fletcher, who do you want to
You might have all 3.
Season? Might have all 3. Might have none of them. Who do you want to the end of the season out of the 3? 03717 22 334.
If a dart hits the bull and no one sees it, does it make a sound?
A number of FA Cup matches are falling by the wayside as the weather takes its toll on the country. Storm Goretti is bringing snowfall and strong winds, meaning some clubs are postponing matches. Keep an eye on talkSPORT.com to see if your club's being affected. It's reported, meanwhile, Bukayo Saka has agreed to sign a new 5-year deal at Arsenal. It would extend his stay in North London until 2031. Antoine Semenyo will go straight into the City squad this weekend after his arrival from Bournemouth. Pep's thrilled to have the forward and thinks it's a no-brainer to get him at the Etihad.
So I play extraordinary in Bournemouth in the last years. Can play in both sides, right, left. He used the both legs unbelievably, and in striker as well can play for his pace, and he knows the Premier League.
Now, David Moyes says he's starting to feel hard done by with refereeing decisions against his team.
Well, I didn't want to discuss any of the others because they've all gone in the past, but now you bring them up, it makes me think that, hey, by the way, maybe there has been a few more than it should have gone against us. The recent ones are hard to take.
Everton say they're surprised and disappointed. Michael Keane's red card against Wolves the other night wasn't overturned by the FA. He'll be missing for their upcoming fixtures against Sunderland, Villa and Leeds. Eddie Howe says Fabian Schär could return before the end of the season. He says he's not broken his ankle after being stretchered off against Leeds in midweek. And Luke Littler signed a £20 million equipment deal with Target Darts. It's the largest in the sport's history and will last 10 years. Get more on the talkSPORT YouTube channel.
The Stones.
How many tunes these Stones got?
This is from the Rolling Stones album 40 Licks, isn't it?
Is it?
The new one, not new one, it's been out 5 years.
I'm going to have to what's called this, you know.
Yeah,
make a playlist.
Yeah. I'll tell you what movie this is from. This is from
Brilliant.
Carlito's Way.
Is it, yeah?
Yeah. Great movie. It's Drive and TalkSport, me, Andy Goldstein, Darren Bent. Still to come and have some fun with the best bits of TalkSport, but now we're taking your calls about Man United. Who's going to be in the dugout after the weekend's game, and how important is silverware this season?
Sorry, just before you go to the caller, right?
Oh, yes, Darren.
Give me one name. If you could click your fingers, end of the season.
I can't click my fingers.
Who do you want?
What, anyone in the world?
Okay, realistically, you're not going to get Pep, but realistically.
Oh, right. Anyone in the world? Probably, it's a great question. Probably Thomas Tuchel now. I wouldn't have answered that before he got the England job, but I've been really impressed with what he's done.
Okay, nice.
Probably him. What manager would get the role that as an Arsenal fan you go, oh no, they've got him?
I don't know. It's hard. I mean, Thomas Tuchel would be obviously one you'd go. Like when Spurs got Conte, I went, oh no.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Do you see Roy Keane said that Eddie Howe would be his choice?
For
Man United.
I think his next job's England, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Richard is a Manchester United fan. Richard?
Evening, fellas.
How do you, mate? You right?
Oh, yeah, happy Friday. You right?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
Rich, let me ask you this before we talk about United. I was just in the gallery talking to Brian Ryan and producer Joe, and I said, "What's the best Friday night takeaway?" And they both answered. What would you say it is?
I'm about to go and get Chinese, so it'd be silly not to say that.
Just quickly, what's your order?
That's what Ryan said. Yeah.
I'm going to go with Singapore fried noodles and beef, like a beef dish.
That's it?
Yeah. Oh, sweet and sour chicken balls out. We've got to have them as well.
Prawn toast. Bit of prawn toast?
I do, but no one else in the house likes it.
Okay.
So
too greasy for
me.
I like that. Can I just throw something out there, just for a Friday night takeaway? Fish and chips.
I had it last night.
What'd you have Wednesday?
No, Wednesday's a nice bolognese.
All right, okay. Curry on Tuesday, was it? Takeaway?
No, no one eats it. Everyone in the house is fussy. I'll eat anything, but the rest
I've
of them are
noticed.
fussy.
I've noticed, yeah. Go on then, Rich. What do you want to say, my friend?
Like, there's something we're missing on this Darren Fletcher thing. We've got the names in the hat: Fletcher, Carrick, Solskjaer, and Nistelrooy. The three things that Carrick, Nistelrooy, and Solskjaer have all got in common is they've all left United and failed. I mean, Carrick done an all right job at Middlesbrough, but he still didn't do the job he was asked to do. True. He got stitched up in the last year selling the players, okay? So they've all got failure to their name. Also, when these new managers came in, the other three, I mean, maybe not so much Ollie, but the other three all went, okay, well, I'm going to go and find work elsewhere. I've been offered this Middlesbrough job, Leicester job. When Wilcox came in, and Man United went, well, you ain't got a job, Darren. He went, well, find me a job. I just want to be at Man United. I don't care. I'm Man United through and through. I'll clean the toilets. I'll run the under-18s. I'll do whatever. He stuck around no matter what. Pride didn't get in the way. He just wanted to learn and stay at United. Now, you give him the interim job, at the end of the season, you don't feel pressured. If Man United won the FA Cup under Fletcher, you don't feel pressured under giving him the full-time job. But if one of the others comes in and they win the FA Cup, you're back to that, you should really give him the job.
That's where someone in the hierarchy's got to be strong enough to go, nope, we're not making that mistake again. But it's hard if he wins it.
Yeah.
Who do you want, Rich?
But the fans, I genuinely want Fletcher till the end of the season. I really do. I just think you lose to Brighton the weekend is a dead season anyway. Just you don't want to end up like last season.
Hold on.
But I think
you're seventh.
We could get Champions League football.
You could, but I don't think Solskjaer, Carrick, Nistelrooy, or Fletcher, I don't think that makes a difference. I think any one of those four could get that or could not get that. Because you've still got the same players.
Rich, have we spoke to you before?
Yeah, a few times.
Oh, good.
Spoke a few times.
Okay, we'll keep phoning back. Enjoy your, what are you having tonight? Your Chinese. Enjoy your Chinese tonight.
Chinese tonight, yeah.
All right, Rich. Take care, man.
Long time. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Let's find out what James is having for dinner. Hi, James.
All right.
James, what's the best Friday night takeaway?
Thai. We've got a brilliant Thai in Hull, Newland Avenue, absolutely spot on.
Oh, I like a bit of Thai, you know.
What's your order?
I don't know, my wife orders it for me. It's gorgeous, though.
I know, but you know what you eat, right, when she's ordered it?
It's rice dish, it's beef, right, I don't know what it's called.
Beef and rice.
Gorgeous.
Beef and rice.
Yeah,
what are you having tonight?
Tonight, I'm going to have, I know for pudding, I'm having pecan pie, but I'm going to have some noodles with my son tonight.
Hold on, so you've had the pudding already?
No.
Oh.
That's made for me, because I've just put my wife on the ferry. She's going away for the weekend.
Well, she had a bad day, has she?
Then pecan pie.
Why have you put her on the ferry?
You should try it. Hull Rotterdam ferry costs virtually nothing.
Yeah.
Food's fantastic. Overnight, you're into Rotterdam. Absolutely brilliant.
Who's she gone there with?
Gone with my youngest and her cousin.
All right.
Nice, that.
Well, that sounds like a nice weekend.
Yeah, man.
Very nice.
All right, and you got the TV to yourself to watch all the football. I like it. Go on then, James. You're a Leeds fan. What have you phoned up to say?
I am a Leeds fan. Well, my point is, believe it or not, I'm a Leeds fan who really likes Man United. And
why?
I think that Man United are doing similar to what Leeds did in the late 70s, early 80s. And we had Bremner, we had Clark, we got relegated with Alan Clark, Eddie Gray, always does his best for our team. But I think, unfortunately, with massive respect to Sir Alex, it's time. If Man United want to heal, they've got to move away from Sir Alex, move away from their ex-players, and start again. And this rhetoric of always going back to an old player when you're in a bit of trouble, I think is damaging. I think it damaged us, and I think it's starting to damage Man United.
Okay, what's the flip side of that coin? What should they be doing right now?
Well, I think right now they've created a big problem. I think that's a very good question. I think you put Darren Fletcher in, I think you should stick with him, and then, as many have said, wait till the World Cup's done, and go ideally for Ancelotti if he'll have you. Failing Ancelotti, yeah, you're into the sort of Tuchel conversation.
Okay, thanks for that. Go on, what are you going to say?
It's gone.
What you?
No, I was going to say to you. What Roy Keane's comment about Sir Alex Ferguson hanging around like a bad smell?
Is that what he said?
Only he could get away with that. Roy Keane, that's what he said. He said you've got Alex Ferguson hanging around Old Trafford like a bad smell.
That's terrible.
Honestly, he's the only way.
Say that.
He's the only
You
one to
can't
get away
say
with that. Could you not see Sturridge? Sturridge and he started laughing.
I saw him and Gary Neville had a bit of a.
Yeah, but no, that's what Roy Keane said. They said that's the problem with United. You still got Fergie hanging around like a bad smell.
Yeah, well, I don't think any.
But I think all United fans love Fergie. They all love Keane.
They do, yeah.
So
well, they probably love Fergie a bit more than Keane, right?
Well, I understand that, but Keane is the only one
who can say it.
Who can say that.
Darren's a Man United fan. Dad's up.
Hey, good to speak to you.
And you too. What's the best Friday night takeaway?
Do you mean what? Best manager?
What?
The best Friday way takeaway food.
Oh, sorry, Chinese.
What did you think I meant?
I thought you meant who's the best manager to replace, the interim manager that I want.
Okay.
Who do you think that is?
For me, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Why?
I'm sick of these managers coming in to United. They're coming from Mickey Mouse leagues. We had Ten Hag, spent an absolute fortune, got all them rubbish players, and all the time I was always thinking, what the scout assistant should be sacked at Man United because look at Shea the other night. He came on, great confidence, had 2 shots from outside the box. How many times have players shot from outside the box apart from Bruno? And I thought, why have we not got these? I mean, there's going to be amazing stars at United, and they just let them go somewhere else, or they don't.
Why do you want Solskjaer though? He failed last time. He got sacked.
I think what we've, as United fans, I was getting to the point with Amorim, and I was chatting to a mate who's a Villa fan, and when Gerard Houllier was in charge, he wanted Villa to lose, so Houllier was sacked. I wanted Amorim to lose because I just wanted him out. I thought the way we're going to get him out is to get the bad results. It sounds stupid, but to get bad results and then he's gone. I know people say you can't say that as a fan, but sometimes you think, I just want him gone. And I wanted it with Ten Hag. Just can't stand them when they come with their philosophies. He wasn't going to change.
Okay, but why do you want a manager back that was sacked?
It's the feel-good factor, if I'm honest. When he came back, it's like when Ronaldo signed, we got that buzz, there's a buzz about the place again. Old Trafford became invincible. Teams of fearing coming there. We just need that back, and we just need somebody who knows what Man United's about. Like I say, you got Amorim from the Mickey Mouse League in Portugal, Ten Hag, and I just think they haven't got a clue what Man United's about. Attacking football, counter-attacking, great defence, 4 at the back, and all this. And I just think, just bring Ollie back because he knows what it's like. Just in the interim, but I think long term, I'd love Ancelotti because I think he's the only one who could sort Man United out.
What about what's it called? He'd been linked to Man United for before Pochettino, obviously after the World Cup USA. Pochettino, fancy that?
No.
Why?
Why? I just don't think he's next level.
From who? He's better than Amorim. Would you say he's better than Amorim?
No. Yes, of course he is. I don't know. I just think he lacks that something. I mean, he went to PSG and didn't win the league in his first season. How'd you do that?
Yeah.
I don't know. He did that. No, I don't think.
You'd love Unai, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'd love Unai Emery. Yeah, I think he's fantastic manager.
He ain't coming, man.
Well, we haven't approached him yet.
I'm sure. Surely someone would have picked up the phone and gone.
No. Right, if you're listening, Sir Jim, go and get Unai.
He ain't coming.
Slap 15 million on the table. Yeah. Put the contract there. Unai's at the wheel.
He ain't leaving.
Still to come on Drive. We'll find out who Danny Murphy and Sam Matterface were talking about here.
I think Arteta's a bit better looking now, don't you? Well, I mean, it depends what app you're on.
We'll also be joined in the studio by this man.
Steve Sidwell from 40! Steve Sidwell from 45 yards!
Little remix there, was
bit deja vu there. And we'll look ahead to a massive weekend across the talkSPORT network.
This is the FA Cup at its very, very best!
Come on, Jack, you're better than that. All that and loads more coming up. The last hour drive on talkSPORT with me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent. The best bits of talkSPORT right after this.
Maximum spinach.
call Mick Jagger. Oh, it's Mick Jagger. It was Bill Wyman. Still to come, we'll be continuing to look ahead to a massive weekend of action in the FA Cup across the talkSPORT network. Just quickly, Omar Mamouche has no plans to leave Man City this week and would rather stay and fight for his place. And Real Madrid beat rivals Atletico 2-1 last night to set up a Spanish Super Cup final against Barcelona on Sunday. Right, time now for this.
Be there for Super Bowl 60 on talkSPORT.
Yeah, latest competition's landed, and it's your chance to be at one of the greatest shows on earth, the Super Bowl. It's on Sunday, the 8th of Feb, as well as a pair of tickets. We're chucking in flights to San Francisco, 3 nights accommodation, and spending money all covered. This is how you enter. For your chance to win, text the word WIN, W-I-N, to 83338. That's it. The text will cost you £2.50 plus your standard network rate. Or you call 0343 418 7260. Lines close on Jan the 22nd at 4 p.m. this year. That's when you need to answer your phone. If it rings, if it doesn't ring, don't bother. 18 plus, UK residents only. It's a network promotion. Full T's and C's at talksport.com. For your chance to win, text the word WIN to 83338 now. Talking of now, it's time now for this. Top of the best talkSPORT, where we run you through some of the best and recent hard moments from across talkSPORT. Let's kick things off with Matterface, Crook and Gabby from this morning. Sam revealed a conversation he had with Crookie last night.
We're staying in different hotels today, Sam, but we're going to the Emirates. How do I get there? What tube do I get?
Really?
Wow. We went through the route. We plotted the route on the phone, right? I said, I will meet you in a cafe here in half an hour. He said, yes, I've got it all sorted. Halfway on my journey, I get a text message. What's happened?
I got on the wrong tube, and it took me 3 stops to realise I was heading the wrong direction. I was heading towards Heathrow Airport.
That doesn't surprise me. What's the most lost you've ever been? It's difficult to get lost nowadays.
Yeah, it is. The most lost I've probably ever been. Like, in your car is impossible with sat-nav and everything.
Yeah.
But it's when I first started taking the underground a lot. Like, trying to get from A to B, it's just like, that's hard, that, sometimes.
How well do you know your way around the London Underground?
Yeah, perfect now.
Perfect?
Get anywhere I need to get to.
I use a route planner. Just put where I'm going, where I am.
Yeah, cool, yeah, of course. I couldn't tell you if you said to me, get to, I don't know, Acton.
Yeah.
No, I'd have to, okay.
Central line, right.
Yeah.
Far west.
That'd be unbelievable if you get that.
It is right.
Is it, yeah?
100%.
All right, yeah.
Or is that North Acton?
Yeah.
Who at talkSPORT would you least like to be stuck on a tube with?
I'd hate to be stuck on a tube with...
Who drive you mad?
I don't know, really. Everyone's pretty cool, to be fair.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
No one?
No, probably not.
That's nice.
Well,
that's nice, yeah. Remember, Sam, Crookie and Gabby are with you every Friday morning at 10 a.m.
On to Last Night Sports Bar with Jason Cundy and Dean Saunders. And Dino was name-dropping.
The school that takes you up to Penlan, the junior school, Catherine Zeta-Jones was in that school.
Did you know Kath?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. Above me.
Hold on. No, you can't just move on from that. How well do you know Catherine Zeta-Jones?
I know her well, yeah.
Is she in your phone?
No.
You don't know that well,
no. Who's the most famous person in your phone? You love these type of questions.
No, I don't.
You do that type of
Well, bizarrely, I've got my own number in it. So probably me. Either Noel, Robbie, or Demi Moore.
You ain't got Demi Moore's number.
I have got Demi Moore's.
You haven't.
How much you want to bet?
Yeah, and it may say it, but it doesn't work anymore.
Right. Do you want me to dial it?
Dial it then.
I'll just let it ring once.
Yeah, dial it. She's probably filming Yellowstone. Not Yellowstone. What's the other thing she's filming? Landman.
Right, watch. Hold on. Demi. Right, what's the top one say?
No, I need it to ring.
Okay, look. What's the top one say?
Demi Moore.
Right, I'm just going to ring. She won't pick up. She might, but...
Please pick up.
It'll be an American ringtone. Here we go. Hold on.
That's not...
Phone number
Yep.
3, see? American. Did you hear that?
Yeah, but it's out of service now.
No, it's not.
It is. Who's the most famous person to come out
She
of your
might
school?
call me back, actually. What? What's the question?
Who's the most famous person to come out of your school?
Oh my God, what have I got to text me to? Who's the most famous? Oh, Ronnie O'Sullivan, Trevor Brooking.
Oh, nice.
Andy Goldstein.
Who makes your Mount Rushmore of Welsh people?
Of Welsh people?
Marky, that's Sparky.
Giggsy.
Sparky. Bale.
Well, they've got to be footballers.
No, what do you want?
Mark Williams, a snooker player. I like Mark. Welsh people. What's his name? Anthony Hopkins. Oh, that's a great answer.
Okay. Remember that the Sports Bar Weekender returns tonight from 10 with Adam Catterall and Carlton Cole.
Who would be yours?
Of Welsh people?
Yeah.
Bale.
Christian Bale.
No, guys, move on. Come on.
Okay, you can't think of 3 other...
No. You talk with Catherine Zeta-Jones?
Oh, yeah. I met her.
Have you? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. On the phone, is it?
No. Didn't bother saving it. Let's finish with last night's live commentary of Arsenal against Liverpool. Sam Matface, Danny Murphy. We're discussing the rain.
Neither of them are wearing hats or having any head protection.
No, but
yeah, I mean, Mikel Arteta's got sort of that Lego hair, hasn't he, like Crook. Yeah. It doesn't really matter what you put on it; it always stays the same.
I think Arteta's a bit better looking now, don't you?
Well, I mean, it depends what app you're on.
Oh yeah, any app. What's your favourite app? Do you use the most?
I like Playtomic. Obviously, get paddle games in. StockX.
Oh yeah.
StockX.
You know,
eBay.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably them.
Spotify.
Oh, do you know what? Spotify.
One, isn't it?
I need my music.
Yeah.
I need my tunes.
What's the best hairstyle you've ever had? You're all the same, your hairstyles, aren't they?
I had a
You had a mohawk?
I had a mohawk back in the day.
Yeah, that. When? Where were you at?
Tottenham.
Did you?
Yeah, but it wasn't like a big old Mr. T mohawk.
Yeah.
But it was like mohawk-ish, like.
I like that.
Yeah.
You ever bring it back?
Nah, done now.
You know what look good on your hair?
What?
Goldstein's Golden Post.
It wouldn't.
If you had to swap your hair with anyone at talkSPORT, who would it be? Great question.
It wouldn't be you.
Of course you wouldn't.
I would like to go with someone who I think's got better hair than you.
No one's got better hair than me.
Yeah.
I know you want that, but no one has. Look, no one has.
Probably Smurf.
He's bald.
Yeah. So
you used to be bald, didn't you? You
not
used
bald,
to shave
but
it.
like a
numbers like 0.5.
Yeah, no, I'd probably go. No, Jordan, Simon.
No, you don't that.
Yeah.
You'll have to diet with lemon juice every day.
He's got better hair than you, Simon.
He hasn't, mate.
He has, man.
His hair is like Dumb and Dumber. The way it's like cut with a bowl.
Nah, come on.
He's got a terrible haircut.
He's got some nice locks.
He hasn't, mate.
He has.
He's got terrible hair.
Simon like that.
No. It just stops. His hairdresser needs firing. That's what it is.
Right, did you know what?
Terrible
Well,
hairdresser.
listen, I'm taking Simon. All right.
Okay, you take him then. Check out 21 minutes to
Or
go.
not.
Oh, dude, this, by the way, on this week's episode, we're giving away
No.
half the world.
The serious question, what are you talking about in this episode? Just give me a line.
We're talking about our favourite players that played for Spurs and Sunderland.
See, that's how you know that it's a bad episode, isn't it? Give me a line from it.
Steve Malbronk's in it.
No, give me.
I love Steve.
No, give me a line.
One of my favourite Steeds.
No, give me a line.
I can't remember what I got up the
you
stairs
can remember
for.
one line from it.
No, I can't.
You can. It's that good. It's memorable.
We're
is
just
it?
giving one lucky listener £1 million. We're giving. That's 21 minutes ago. Go download it.
Or not.
No, do it.
No, don't.
Only takes 21 minutes to listen to it. Or, by the way, if you listen to it on 1.5 speed, 16 and a half minutes.
I'd put it on 2 speed.
All right.
Times 2.
I'm guessing that's 10.3 is my guess. And of course, you can find all our other shows on talkSPORT. We can swipe between talkSPORT and talkSPORT 2 and all other sister stations. When we come back, Notorious SID, no one calls him that. The Sid Meister General, Stevie Sidwell, Chelsea's former number 9, will be with us in the studio. Stick around for that.
I lived in a little village called Mocadot-de-Poissonnier, just outside Montreuil.
Lions. Real-life fantasy rugby, bitter rivalries set aside in a quest to create the world's best team in weeks. There's nothing like it, but who on earth had the idea and how did it all begin? Incredibly, the first Lions tour was organised and funded by three men who played in England's first ever Test cricket match. Opening bowler Alfred Shaw, opening batsman Arthur Shrewsbury and captain James Lillywhite. The 1888 Lions squad then, made up of 17 English, 4 Scots and 1 Welshman and a Northern Irishman, took a 46-day boat trip to New Zealand before heading to Australia. The Lions weren't alone on the boat. Also on board were 300 stoats and weasels who were brought over to eliminate New Zealand's rabbit problem. The first ever Lions captain, Robert Seddon, died of drowning midway through the tour while sculling on a river. Andrew Stoddart, who was another of the cricketers there, took over and was the star of the tour. The next one was the first to get official recognition from the RFU against the newly formed Springboks. Although the Lions won the series and beat the Boks again 5 years later, in the 12 series since in South Africa, they've only won 2. New Zealand has proved an even tougher hunting ground, just the 1 series win for the Lions in 11 attempts, which came in 1971. And then there was that nail-shredding drawn series in 2017, only the second in Lions history. Only once have the Lions clinched a series after losing the first test, 1989, when David Campese's infamous ghost pass was pounced upon by Ian Evans. Before World War II, the Lions had a dark blue strip, which on the 1930 tour forced the All Blacks to play in all white. So in 1950, the iconic red shirts, white shorts and blue and green socks combination was born. It remains the symbol of the greatest alliance of adversaries in all of sport. To borrow the phrase from Jim Telfer, the Lions is Everest.
Welcome back to the last hour of our show, or as it's now known, Friday Night Live, the TNT Sports and talkSPORT Hour. Every Friday, myself and Darren Bent will be joined by TNT Sports pundits, presenters and commentators from across the sporting world: football, rugby, cricket, MotoGP, tennis, UFC, and much, much more. Still to come, we'll be joined by former Premier League winning defender Joleon Lescott, but now we're delighted to be joined in the studio by former Premier League midfielder and, of course, the 2004 Football League Championship Player of the Month for September, Steve Sidwell is here.
Hey, shocking, isn't it?
That's true, though, right?
It's true.
I remember that month. You were unbelievable in September.
Yeah, I think I scored 5 and 4.
Yeah. How are you?
Really well. Really looking forward to this. I love coming to see you guys.
You were great on our show last time, and if I'm being honest, it's been way too long.
Yeah.
Way too long. You should have been back much earlier, but it's great to have you back in the studio.
Love being here.
Hey, sorry, before we go.
Go on.
Like, he thought I was making it up, the notorious SID. Is that not a thing?
Yeah.
Told you.
Who came up with that?
So it was basically when I joined the Peter Crouch podcast, my second episode, we had Idris Elba on. And the production wanted me to have a rap battle with Idris Elba. And I was like, I'm not going to do that. That's his bread and butter. I said, but I'll make a rap up. Don't tell the boys. And then I done it, and Crouchy loved it. And then from then I was the notorious SID, and I done it to 12,000 people at Wembley.
We've got that rap.
Yeah.
Should we hear it? No, we haven't got it. Of course we haven't got it. Can you remember it though?
Yeah, you can get it.
Can you do it?
What, the rap that I done to Idris?
Yeah.
Nah.
Do you not remember?
It's rhyme time. It's rhyme time. Time for Chelsea's number 9.
No, that's it.
The choice SID is good though, isn't it?
Just before we get on to football.
Yes.
You were just in our green room throwing some darts, and you were incredibly handy at that. Incredibly handy. Yeah. I said, go and get the bullseye. Yeah. You went out of bullseye, outer.
Yeah.
How often are you playing darts?
Oh, I love it. I love it. I'd throw every day.
Really?
Yeah.
I was like at one point.
Yeah, every day. It's the addictive thing now, and then it ends up going mad. Like I could start doing round the clock or trying to go doubles, and if I don't, I won't leave the house. I won't. I've missed appointments. My missus has left to go to parties without me. I said, "You go." I said, "I'm standing. I'm doing."
Why?
This.
Because you're OCD.
Yeah.
You got so when I got in the room there, you were on. What were you playing? You were playing round the clock.
I was playing round the clock.
So you finished it.
Yeah.
You had. What happens if you hadn't? If you were on 16 when I came in?
No, I've still got double top to go. I'll get it before I leave here tonight.
What happens if we nick the dartboard and you can't play?
I'll do it at home.
Are you really like that?
Yeah.
Where's that come from?
Don't know.
Are you superstitious? You must be superstitious, right?
Yeah, a little bit, but nothing mad. I went like football, was never like, oh, this shin pad or that boot or do this. No.
When you go to bed at night, are you checking out the back door 5 times, the front door?
No.
You don't do any of that?
Not at all.
Why would you check it the back door or the front door 5 times?
That's what some people do, right?
At night, I could even go, I'm sure I've locked the back door, and I'd just leave it. Rather than just get up and check.
It's a little bit. I think just for safety reasons, if people are listening, you know where he lives, he now locks it every night. Right?
Of course.
Okay. How bizarre. Well, listen, it's great to have you in. We've got a whole hour with you. Yes. Let's start with a massive game, which you're covering tomorrow, because that's Spurs against Aston Villa. It's 5:45. It's live on TNT Sports 1 as well as talkSPORT, and it comes after another dramatic week at Spurs as their captain Christian Romero appeared to criticise the hierarchy on social media following their defeat at Bournemouth. Spurs gaffer Thomas Frank, he's been speaking to the media ahead of the game, and he said that Romero continues to do a lot of things well in his role as skipper.
I'm actually very happy with his performance last night. I think he was a true captain in many ways throughout the game. Half-time when it was speaking up at half-time when we're 2-1 down, keep believing, keep doing the right things. But also when you're a young leader, sometimes you make a mistake, of course. It's good to keep it internally.
Thomas Frank has now lost more league games than he's won at Spurs. He's been coming under fire again following their defeat the other day. How massive is tomorrow's game for him, Steve?
It's huge for him. It's huge for the football club. I just think it's a mess that's not going to get fixed soon. And that's just not from what's happened since Thomas Frank's been there. I think that's been there from last year. I mean, last calendar year, 2025, they won 4 home games, 4 Premier League home games. I mean, they say they're a good away from home, and I honestly think there's an alignment. There's a lot of stuff that's happened since Thomas Frank's come in, and I think the majority of footballing people want Thomas Frank to do really well because he's a real likeable guy, and I think he's deserved his shot at a big club. But there's just more going on. It's broken, I think, from the hierarchy to the players and from the squad and the manager. I think there's a bit of a disconnect to the fans as well now. That's been rumbling on for a while. I've got a good friend of mine that's got a box at Spurs, doesn't even go because there's a mentality thing now where I just think they're going to get beat. They're going to get beat at home, and unless they go 1-0 up, they don't see anything else other than a loss.
Let me actually answer this because you look at certainly the Premier League table. I know they've got Villa in the FA Cup, but the Premier League, right? And they're currently 14th. Now, Spurs are better than 14th.
Yes.
But I don't see them, though, as one of the top 6-7 sides in the Premier League now. I think they're in that mid-table. Where would you put them? Where do you think realistically Spurs should be round about now?
Around about now or in the season?
With the squad that they've got, where should they be? I know they're going to aim higher.
With the squad that they've got, they should be aiming higher. I mean, you look at the lads that they're missing, Maddison, Kulusevski, Son obviously gone missing. Solanke as well, sorry, yeah. That's taking them out of your team is, especially going forward, is huge.
Yeah, apart from Van der Ven, they're probably the big 3, right?
100%. So, but I totally agree with you. I look at that league table now and I just don't even see him challenging for top 8.
No.
Top 8. So in that, they are in that bracket, and I don't see a fix soon.
Have they got the right manager? Because I tell you why I asked that is because when he was at Brentford, he was doing wonderful things.
Yeah.
But I can't remember who it was that said it, and I thought it was a great point. If you're Brentford, you go away to Ellen Road to Leeds and you get a draw, it's a good result.
Yeah.
If you're Spurs and you go there, it's not a good result.
Look, huge pressure. You've got to imagine as well the environment and the culture that he was in at Brentford, very calm. Very in control, very aligned. This behind the scenes looks like a mess. So he's having to juggle that. He's having to juggle, obviously, the stuff that's on the pitch, training-wise, matches. It's a lot for him. Like I said, I really like Thomas Frank. I really want him to succeed. I really, really do. I just don't see it happening soon.
Can you read a manager? And by that I mean you've both been in a dressing room halfway through a season. New managers come in. How long do you think it takes you, Steve, to look at a manager, hear him talk, and think no, or the opposite? He's going to do well. You must have had that, right?
Yeah, of course. And that can happen very quickly, very, very quickly. We're talking a couple of weeks, quickly.
Wow.
Like a new signing when they come in.
Can you give me an example of maybe one that was a no or a yes?
Felix, when he came in.
Oh, yeah, Felix Magath, yeah.
Okay,
Felix Magath. One was Avram Grant when he took over at Chelsea.
Well, you just instantly knew it wasn't going to work.
Well, put it this way, when that happened, that day, Jose left. JT went upstairs, spoke to the Roman, and that he come downstairs, pulled us into a meeting and said, lads, Jose's gone. He's going to have a meeting with him later on. Avram's in charge. I'm not sure about you guys. I'm not sure.
Wow.
So he's like, I'm not sure. Listen, Avram, lovely guy. He wasn't on the training pitch. Obviously, he was that sporting director role. So he had every right to say that, JT. So he was, but basically what he was saying was the onus is on us. The people that we've got in these dressing rooms, Didier's, Petchek, Ashley Makaleli, all these big characters, this is down to us to really get us going. I think in this situation with Thomas Frank, I think the calmness that he's got, and I love him in his, and I've actually seen probably a different side to his interviews post-match and some pre-game ones. Whereas normally there was never an excuse with Brentford. If they lost, they lost. He'd hold his hands up and it was the most sort of honest interview that was probably going. There's been a few times where he's had a little sort of boil this season. And again, that just shows the pressures and the emotions of being at Spurs. But I see his calmness as a real positive in this situation.
Okay. When you get scenarios like we saw with Christian Romero, what does that make you feel? If you're a Spurs fan or even a player and you saw your captain do that, how would you feel?
If I'm a player and I see my captain do that, it just shows that it's underneath there. It is a mess, and I think that the dressing room know that. The dressing room know that, and it's a long-term fix.
And every game now.
Do you know what? It'd be an open conversation, that, because in the dressing room, it's like if a player wants to leave, he'll be talking about it to the rest of the players. Yeah. So I think Romero wanted to go anyway. They give him the captaincy, new contract, but Atletico were kind of sniffing. You've seen what happens to managers when they come out and criticise the hierarchy. Ultimately, they end up losing their job. Now, you can't sack a player off the back of that, but they can certainly sell him, and he's almost letting them know, do you know what? I think I went out of it.
Yeah.
How big a game is this? Because listen, I think any game in the FA Cup is tough for so many reasons: the uncertainty, the magic of the cup. But Aston Villa, they're flying high at the moment. They've got so many good players. Yeah. Aston Villa are away, which means Spurs and their awful home record. We've got to contend with that. I mean, for my money, I can only see one winner here. But I mean, again, it would add so much more pressure to Thomas Frank and Spurs if they lost. Yeah,
it will. And I think the words that are probably being spoken around, especially from the management down to the players, and we'd have had this before when you're struggling with your league form, when it's right, lads, this is a cup game. It's a completely different mindset. Although it's the same preparations, it's a different mindset. There's not the pressures of getting 3 points and climbing the league. This is a new game. It's a new kind of a fresh start. But it's huge. It's huge. They need to get results quickly. First of all, results, and they need to follow that up with performances quickly.
That game, as I mentioned, is live on TNT Sports 1 as well as talkSPORT tomorrow at 5:45. Steve, I'll ask you first. Is it Steve or Sidders? Because Benny said you can't call him Sidders. Can I call you Sidders?
Yeah, no
We're
one,
mates, right?
No one calls me Steve. No
there
one.
you go. Okay.
No one.
Sidders.
Sidders. Siddy.
Siddy?
Yeah, Siddy.
All right.
Siddy.
I might go Sidders.
Sidders. I like Sidders. Okay.
What would the score be, Sidders?
I'm going to go 3-1 Aston Villa.
Okay. What were you going to say?
2-1.
Okay, but so definitely an away win.
I think Villa win, yeah.
And you think they'll win comfortably?
I was going to go 3-1, but I know
you can say the same. I don't care.
I'm with Sidders. I think 3-1.
Okay. No one can see a Tottenham win.
No.
How long if it carries on, how long does Thomas Frank last?
I knew that question was going to come, and look, how long's a piece of string? I don't know.
I know the answer to that. How long's a piece of string?
Yeah.
It's twice as long as from one end to the middle.
That's true.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Just thought I'd let you know that.
That's good, though. I'll never say that again.
Let me write that down. What's that again?
It answers it.
Yeah.
And, of course, it takes our mind away from the question that I asked you.
Yeah.
Which is, how long will it last for?
Well, look, if results keep up, we know what it's like in this turbulent.
I think they've got to give him the whole season. They've got to.
I'd love that. I would. And I
just don't think he's a bad manager.
No, I'm not. And I think he would have time purely based on the whole. Yeah, just the scenario of what's going on.
Yeah.
Really.
Okay.
So.
We've got you for a whole hour, right?
I hope so.
Can't wait for that. Jolene Lescott's also joined us in this hour, so lots coming up between now and 7. Stay with us. You're listening to Drive on talkSPORT Friday Night Live. Welcome back to Friday Night Live, TNT Sports and talkSPORT Hour. It's me, Andy Goldstein, Premier League 100 club member Darren Bent, a former Premier League midfielder and TNT Sports pundit, and superstar Steve Sidwell is with us, or Sidders to his friends. Still to come, we'll bring you the very latest edition of DV TNT Sports. Just quickly, Aston Villa reportedly interested in Atletico Madrid midfielder Conor Gallagher. Luke Littler has hit the jackpot. He signed the biggest deal in darts history with his supplier Target Darts. He's going to see him earn £20 million over the next 10 years. Good work. Now, Crystal Palace boss Oliver Glasner has been speaking to the media ahead of his side's game away to Macclesfield in the FA Cup. That game, of course, live on TNT Sports 1 and talkSPORT tomorrow. And he discussed the team's desire to defend their title.
We want to win another trophy. This is our approach. It's not defending something, it's winning something. So we can't defend it because we already have won it. This trophy will stay forever in Crystal Palace history books, but it's adding another trophy. That's how we enter the FA Cup.
And we can look ahead to that game now with a man who'll be there for TNT Sports, the 2003 Football League First Division playoff winner. Jolien Lescott joins us. Hi, Jolien.
Good evening.
How are you? You all right?
I'm all right, yeah, I'm good.
Why is it so dark in your house?
The lights are on low.
Oh, are they? The lights are on low. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you look good. Mood lighting, I like it. Listen, thanks so much for coming on. You know we're big fans of yours whenever you come on our show, so we appreciate your time. I think this is a fascinating game, more so when you're FA Cup holders going into the first round, or your first round, the third round of the FA Cup. Palace, they're without winning 8 games now. Did you see this run of form, or bad run of form, coming at any stage?
No, I didn't, to be fair. Obviously, you don't expect them to win every game, but they're consistent and good enough to score in most games, and strong enough to keep clean sheets, as we've seen over the period of Glasner's been there. But yeah, this is probably the worst run of form, arguably, to what start of last season they've had.
Jared, how high did you rate Mark Gahey? Because of course he's going to be the speculation around, is he going to move this window? Is it the end of the season? But how high did you rate him, and do you expect him to go to one of the top sides in this country?
Yeah, I rate him very, very highly as a man, as a player. And I don't think anyone's going to be surprised wherever he ends up, whatever top team he ends up. And I don't think he's going there because he's on a free or he's relatively cheap to market value considering his contract. I think he would have ended up there regardless, because he's as consistent as any other centre-back.
You obviously know what it's like to win the FA Cup. And of course lose it. Palace won the FA Cup last season. How desperate will they be to retain it? And it's slightly different. You won it, of course, at Man City, and when you're in a Man City side, you expect it to win absolutely everything. But for them,
we weren't. We weren't. So let's rephrase that. That was our first trophy in 35 years. So we weren't supposed to win everything.
Oh, was that was the first one, was it? Okay, so the pressure was very similar then, right? So can you remember how you felt the following season defending that?
To be honest, we didn't really consider that because of this, what we was at in the league, and we was like obviously concentrating on competing with Man United. So it wasn't a case of let's defend the FA Cup. It was like, we'd won the trophy. Similar to comments that Glasner had made, like we'd won the trophy. Yes, we wanted to win it again, but our focus was on kind of, how do we maintain a consistent challenge to Man United in the league?
Joe, I'm always curious, Joe. You would have grown up loving the FA Cup, I would imagine, right? When you're a player and you're playing in the competition and you've grown up with it and you love it, and you would be, I'm guessing, absolutely desperate to win the FA Cup. How do you feel when you're in a team and your manager has different views and picks a slightly weakened side? How does that make you feel?
Yeah, it was disheartening at times, but again, the bigger picture was always there, and that came at the later stages of my career when I was probably a bit more mature enough to handle it. But going back to your point, that for me, that was my most important trophy I won, because I grew up watching it, played in it for obviously every team I represented, and it was one that I thought was achievable. I never grew up thinking I'm going to win the Premier League. Only that turned into an ambition when I went to Man City. It wasn't even an ambition at Everton. So the ambition at Everton was, can we win the FA Cup? Obviously got to a final and lost, but every team I played for, represented, that was an ambition. So it's a constant throughout most players' careers. Obviously the new generation don't have the same connection as we do, as Sid and Darren do. But the FA Cup was huge for me.
Absolutely massive. Johnny, how difficult is it going to be for Palace then? Because listen, they've won the FA Cup. They've had an incredible last 18 months, the Community Shield as well. But they are in Europe as well. The FA Cup, the league, they're still trying to obviously try and finish in the European places in the Premier League. Do you think he's got the squad big enough to be able to compete on all fronts?
I don't think so at the moment. I think we've seen that in Europe when he fielded a really young team. Changed the team again for the following league game against Leeds, and as I said, that was a more familiar squad. But to compete on all fronts, probably not. I think every manager, coach would argue they don't have a strong enough squad to compete on all fronts for every competition they're in. But looking at tomorrow's game, I think the leveler will be the pitch. What is it, turf? So 4G. So that'll be the leveler. That'll be these Macclesfield players will be used to the bounce, as strange as that sounds. So I don't know how much prep Crystal.
Oh, I think we've lost him. Have we lost him? Let's stay with that. Let's see if we can get him back. I'm guessing you've played on AstroTurf and you've played on 4G pitches and so on.
Yeah.
How different is someone like me that doesn't know how different is that game?
Yeah, it does. It is a definite leveler. It is a different bounce, especially I've gone to non-league games and they actually water. They get the sprinklers out. Obviously, they don't pop up through the pitch, but they got the sprinklers out just to try and give it a little bit of zip. It's certainly a bounce that you have to watch the ball come to you for every time, watch your touch. So, it's going to be ones that the Palace players will have to get used to.
I think we've got Jolien back, actually.
Even striking the ball's different as well.
Jolien, are you back now?
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I could hear Silas' point there. So, but my England full debut was against Russia on a plastic pitch, and watching them water it was like, what are they up to here? What are they trying to achieve? And then you get out there, and it's like ice. Wow. It's literally just zings around. So you definitely have to be more cautious of how you play, and definitely.
And also for a defender, right? You're sliding about quite a lot. I mean, does that change your game at all?
Yeah, stay on your feet, I was always told. The sliding aspect of it, you definitely feel the effects of that. But it was more the deceleration, because there's no give in the surface. It was like the load on your joints. That was the thing that you would feel the most. But when you're out there, adrenaline's flowing, and if there's a tackle need to be made, whether it's a standing tackle or a sliding tackle, you just kind of get on with it.
Okay. I'm going to let you go, but not before I've asked you 3 questions, all right? The first 2 are just yes or no questions. Do you think that when the window closes this January that Mark Gurhey will still be a Palace player?
No.
Okay. Do you think that Oliver Glasner will stay on after the end of the season?
Oh, that's a bad one, that.
You can pass if you want. You don't?
No,
okay.
No,
okay, you don't. No. And I suppose the big question is who will win and what will the score be? The game, as I said, is live on TNT Sports 1 and talkSPORT tomorrow lunchtime. What will the score be, Jolien Lescott?
I'm going to say Palace 2-1.
Okay. Nice. Thank you so much for coming on. I really like the mood lighting. Next time I'm on Zoom, I'm turning off one of the lamps.
Yeah.
You need dimmers.
I do need dimmers. I've got a couple of dimmers in the studio with me. Jolien, always a pleasure. Have a great weekend.
Cool. Cheers.
Thanks, man.
Cheers, mate. Boys.
Thanks, man. I think it's an interesting question when you are an FA Cup holder and you weren't fancied to win it and you go back the next season and you're playing a team which, of course, is what the FA Cup's all about, a lower league team. They're going to see it as their cup final, right? It's going to be a tough game for Palace tomorrow.
Yeah, and that is exactly what the FA Cup is. I loved playing the FA Cup. I loved it. Never got nowhere near it, but it was something that you knew fans loved, players loved. There was always an underdog story. I think we got knocked out to Lincoln once when I was at Brighton away, Lincoln away. So
tough place to go down.
We went 1-0 up. 1-0 up we went and we lost 3-1, I think it was. So,
I love the fact you guys remember so many details about your career. It's quite, Bentley remembers every single goal.
Yeah, he's very good. You are very good.
Yeah. Do you remember you only saw a few. Still to come, we'll be getting Steve Sidwell.
Volley, Palace, though.
Yeah, you like that one? We've talked about that last time. You showed me that. That was mind-blowing goal, wasn't it?
It was all right. It was good.
It was all right.
Or the lefty from halfway line.
What's a better feeling, that or crossing the the finish line on a marathon?
Oh, yeah, the marathon.
Absolutely not.
Marathon.
Emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it
find
is.
out about yourself
Mad
on
you
that.
say that. Still to come, we'll get Steve Sidwell's thoughts on the Gabriel Martinelli incident last night. We will. I can't wait for that. First, it's time for No Googling. We want to know which two English sides share the record for appearing in the most FA Cup finals without ever winning it. That's a great question.
Yeah.
Which two English sides share the record for appearing in most FA Cup finals without ever winning it? I'll give you a clue. They both lost 2. So 2's the magic number, but who? Who lost the 2? The answer to that and loads more coming up the last 30 minutes of our show. We'll see you right after this.
A number of FA Cup matches are falling by the wayside as the weather takes its toll on the country. Storm Goretti is bringing snowfall and strong winds, meaning some clubs are postponing matches. Keep an eye on talkSPORT.com to see if your club's being affected. It's reported, meanwhile, Bukayo Saka has agreed to sign a new 5-year deal at Arsenal. It would extend his stay in North London until 2031. Antoine Semenyo will go straight into the City squad this weekend after his arrival from Bournemouth. Pep's thrilled to have the forward and thinks it's a no-brainer to get him at the Etihad.
So I play extraordinary in Bournemouth in the last years. Can play in both sides, right, left. He used the both legs unbelievably. And in striker as well can play for his pace, and he knows the Premier League.
Now, David Moyes says he's starting to feel hard done by with refereeing decisions against his team.
Well, I didn't want to discuss any of the others because they've all gone in the past, but now you bring them up, it makes me think that, hey, by the way, maybe there has been a few more than it should have gone against us. The recent ones are hard to take.
Everton say they're surprised and disappointed Michael Keane's red card against Wolves the other night wasn't overturned by the FA. He'll be missing for their upcoming fixtures against Sunderland, Villa and Leeds. Eddie Howe says Fabian Schär could return before the end of the season. He says he's not broken his ankle after being stretchered off against Leeds in midweek. And Luke Littler signed a £20 million equipment deal with Target Darts. It's the largest in the sport's history and will last 10 years. Get more on the talkSPORT YouTube channel.
You're listening to the last hour of our show on Drive on talkSPORT, which is known as Friday Night Live in association with our friends at TNT Sports. And that's because, well, there's a number of reasons why, but that enables us to have superstars like Steve Sidwell with us in the studio. We've had him for the last 36 minutes. We've got him for the next 24 before the break. Asked the question that he's been working hard on. I don't know if he's got the answers. The question was, which two English sides share the record for appearing in the most FA Cup finals without ever winning it? The only clue I gave you, both teams have been in 2 cup finals. Any idea?
Where'd they play in the country?
Where'd they play in the country? Yeah. One's the Midlands and one's Londonish.
It's one Coventry.
No.
And all right, we go. Midlands, yeah?
Yeah.
West Brom?
No.
Wolves?
No.
Well, ain't Leicester because they've won it. Ain't Villa?
No.
Midlands?
Yeah.
Can't be Forest. Have they won it, Forest?
No. You're missing a big team out in the Midlands. Why are you looking at me like that?
I don't know, because
both of you.
We've said all the big ones in the Midlands.
Am I going nuts? It's the Midlands, right?
Walsall?
No.
Burton?
No. Am I right?
It can't be.
Yeah, I am right.
Go on.
Birmingham.
Hey, Birmingham City.
He wasn't looking at me, he was looking at you the whole time. I'm not involved.
You know that first question on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and they go, what's 2 and 2? And you go, I think it's 4. That was how I was feeling then. The other team is sort of Londonish.
Oh, Luton?
No, but that kind of Londonish. One of them was 1984, if that helps you. George O'Reilly and Mo Johnson played up top for them. And Steve Sherwood was their goalkeeper. Don't ask me why I know this.
Brighton?
No. They play in Golden...
Watford.
Watford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the other one was 2019 for Watford. Of course it was, yeah.
Did they get City?
Yes.
They got
six or
smashed.
7, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a big one.
They got absolutely
That was a
smashed.
big one.
Oh, yeah, you know now, you two. Well done. Right, follow us at 7. I'm just looking at my producer. We read it at Rock and Roll. We are. Follow us at 7. You can hear live commentary of Wrexham against Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup. The team used for that are in. Jim Proudfoot has all the details. Hi, Jim.
Andy, good evening to you. Always going to be changes. 8 of them in total for Nottingham Forest. Only Sells, Hutchinson and Igor Jesus keep their places. Wrexham, a bit more mix and match. 4 changes to the side that won at Derby. So you've got a Conquo in goal, a likely back 5 of Longman, Scar, Hyam, Doyle and Kachache. Rathbone, Dobson, Sheaf and Broadhead in midfield with Sam Smith up front. Kiefer Moore not involved at all, but the likes of Cody, McLean, Windus and Jay Rodriguez all on the bench, as is the former Forest midfielder Lewis O'Brien. For Forest, Sells in goal, Savona, Jai Cunha, who makes just his 2nd start alongside his countryman Morato, Zinchenko at left back, Douglas Luiz and McAtee, Bakwa, Hutchison and Ndoye, and Igor Jesus leading the line. I've got Tash Dowie alongside me here in North Wales. It's Wrexham against Nottingham Forest. Build-up starts at 7, Andy, for a 7:30 kick-off here on talkSPORT.
10 out of 10 as always, Jim. Right, Sidders, did you hear the top of our show today? There's a reason I'm asking. If you didn't, that's fine.
No.
Okay, that's good that you didn't, because you wouldn't have heard my view and Bentley's view on what happened at the Emirates last night. Gabriel Martinelli made the headlines, of course, in an otherwise uneventful goalless draw. Conor Bradley went down injured. We didn't know the extent of the injury. We still don't know. We wish him well. That was in stoppage time before Martinelli dropped the ball at him, on him, tried to push him off the pitch and try and get on with the game. Since, of course, he's apologised on social media. Now, you wouldn't have heard my view. You didn't hear Bent's. No. So what is your view?
My view is that I totally understand why he's done it, in terms of they're trying to win the game, last moments of the game, get him off the pitch, get the ball back on. They're in the ascendance to try and get a winner. And I think it's been blown out of proportion as such because of the injury.
That's exactly what we said.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Why do you think so many people are saying the opposite? About, it's disgusting, he should be banned for the next 12 years.
Don't touch a player that's on the floor.
I don't. Is that all the fans that just don't want Arsenal winning the league?
Pundits as well. I heard talkSPORT. Lots of people saying it this morning.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Not my honest, and I think as well it comes into the personality of Martinelli as well. The character that he is. That he's not the type of player that's going to be doing that as well. So I think it's something, a scenario that's been blown out, and let's hope that the injury isn't as bad as what it looked.
Yes,
it didn't look good.
A lot of it is, again, before we go back to it, the modern day football where every challenge is gone down like you've been absolutely clattered. And that's the problem we've got, because you get these type of scenarios, is that because there is so much interpretation and so much, like, I'm trying to think of the right word, where people are going down when they've not really been touched, but they're going around. That's why you get these type of scenarios, unfortunately. But as I said, the most important thing is that Conor Bradley's all right.
We wish you well. Okay. Right, let's move on to a big game in the FA Cup tomorrow, which sees Chelsea go to Charlton. That one's live on TNT Sports 1 and talkSPORT from 8 p.m. It'll be Liam Rosenior's first game in charge of Chelsea. He's been speaking to the media today and was asked about suggestions he'll be under the control of the club's board.
I don't think it's possible to ever be in this job and not be your own man. People will see through you straight away. I will make the decisions at this football club. That's why I've been brought in. I understand. I'm not an alien. I know what's being said in the press, but there's no way you can be successful as a manager if you don't make the decisions for yourself. And the great thing for me is I have experience of working in this setup. The guys have been nothing but supportive for me at Strasbourg. We've had huge success at that club from where the project started, and I intend to work exactly the same way here.
You know him, Sidders, right? You've played with him?
Played with him at Brighton, shared a dressing room with him. Yep, very good.
Okay. Did you see the manager there?
100%.
You did see
He was a manager, and I think it comes in the DNA of him being around his dad and Torquay. He was in dressing rooms as a young age. He was a manager before he was a player, if that makes sense. Even though he had a good career and a long career, he was always destined to be a coach, head coach, manager. First of all, bit of substance to him, a great human being. Now, people might be saying, Chelsea fans, I don't care what kind of person he is, as long as he wins stuff for Chelsea. But as a person, a great communicator, a great sort of people person. In terms of on the pitch, an excellent coach. He really, really is. And I'm so glad, because he's done the hard yards.
See, personally, I've heard that before about him, but I don't think when you're at Chelsea, any of that matters.
It does now.
No. As in, right, we often talk about, jobs that you don't want to take, the poison chalice, England being one of them, Man United at the moment is one of those jobs you just don't. I think whoever goes in at Chelsea, they've got their work cut out.
They have, and he'll know that, but he has got huge integrity as a person. He would not have taken that job if this so-called, yes man or, a puppet for the hierarchy. Bearing in mind, he was brought into this umbrella at Strasbourg, with under Paul Winstanley as well, that they worked with each other at Brighton. So he's in the setup, he's in the scenario, he's done the hard yards, he's been away from his family, he's earned his stripes. And even the hard yards at Strasbourg, where when he went in there, he was able to joke straight away. He said, the squad was too young, they're going to be bottom of the league. And they've seen that from up above. And I know they've got huge, huge respect for him. He would never envisage, and they would never envisage, that he would be in now. But I think he was always destined to be penciled in or planned to be a Chelsea manager some point.
Do you think whoever the Chelsea manager is, they will let him get on with his job? Because personally, when you look at big characters they had Pochettino left. We don't really know the reason why. Maresca all of a sudden left. Don't really know the reason why.
They fired Tuchel.
They got rid of Thomas Tuchel. And these I think are managers with big personalities that want to do it their way.
Yeah.
I just wonder why they've got someone in with little to no experience at a big club. And I hope it's for the right reasons, not the wrong ones.
No, I honestly believe it's because he's got huge potential, and they've seen it from afar. Well, not from afar, they've seen it from Chelsea, whereas at Strasbourg, and they have been so impressed. And honestly, if you're in his company and you're around him, and I've seen him outside the game, I've seen him in the dressing room as a player, and I've seen him coaching as well. Now, I know he's inexperienced in terms of high-end managers that's taken over high-end clubs, but I really believe it fits this squad of players. He will relish training and coaching these squad of players, getting to know them as a collective individually. He's brilliant. He's a great communicator to anyone.
But I asked you a question earlier on about when you've been in a dressing room and new managers come in, how quickly you can make your mind up. You've got big names in that. You've got a World Cup winner in that dressing room, right?
Yep.
How tough is it going to be? I remember a similar scenario when David Moyes took over from Man United, and you've got from Fergie, and you've got all these league winners and Champions League winners in the dressing room, and all of a sudden the manager comes in and he's telling them where they're going wrong, and it's almost like, sorry, I've been there, you haven't. Who are you to tell me? Which I imagine does go on. How tough is that going to be for him going into a dressing room with so many big names in it?
He will probably address that head on in a way of that format, just going, lads, I have not got the experience as your previous manager or managers that have been at this club or that others have worked under. Judge me for who I am in the next couple of weeks, couple of months. And it might be hard at the start because they've got a real tough fixture list in terms of games. Is it 9 games, I think, or in January? So he's not going to have much contact time on the training pitch. But again, you get judged quickly. We split that at the top of the show. And his training methods, his coaching is very, very good. It's enjoyable. It's done with high intensity. It's like you're going to have fun first and foremost. But he knows, and he will demand the pressures, and he'll just go around individually and little drops, little things there here and there, and he'll have them on his side from the word go. I guarantee.
Last question on it. It's his first game in charge.
Yes.
They've got an equally big game, maybe bigger game actually, in midweek, the semi-finals of the League Cup against Arsenal. They've got big games coming up in the Premier League as well. They have to get Champions League football. How difficult is it going to be for him this weekend to pick a strong side as opposed to what usually happens in the third round of the FA Cup, where you pick a weaker side? If you
they got that many players.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. If he'd been in there, if he'd been in the building, let's say 2 months ago, would he have picked the same team yet?
He can't lose it. It's his first game, right?
Yeah, you go out and
So
it's.
Is he going to pick a little bit of a stronger side than he would have done?
I probably would have thought so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, he will pick the team that he wants to pick, the players that he wants to be involved.
I hope so. I hope he gets that.
I really hope it works out for him.
I hope so. We're going to have a quick break. When we come back, we've got DB v TNT Sports. I think you're winning, annoyingly, DB. You not going to say anything?
Nope.
Okay. You bet when we come back, otherwise we haven't got a show. More from the three of us right after this. You're listening to Friday Night Live, TNT Sports and talkSPORT Hour. It's me, Andy Goldstein, Premier League 100 Club member Darren Bent, and former Premier League midfielder, TNT Sports pundit, and the legend is Steve Sidwell, or Sidders to his mates. Follow us at 7. You can hear live commentary of Wrexham against Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup. But now it's time for this.
It's time.
It is tight and tense.
We're flying and our fists are punching. DB versus TNT.
What drama on talkSPORT, just when you think you've seen it all.
Good night.
Don't go to bed yet, because this is our brand new feature, DBV TNT Sports, where each week on Friday Night Live, Premier League 100 Club member Darren Bent has been pitting himself against our special studio guest from TNT Sports. This week, of course, we're joined by the superstar that is Steve Sidwell. Every Friday, they'll be predicting some of the biggest games from the weekend. If they correctly predict the result, they'll get a point. But if they get the score bang on, they get 3 points. We'll be telling up the scores at the end of the season. Now, it was a great week for Benty, annoyingly. Last time out, as he picked up 5 points with 2 correct results and 1 correct score. Blimey. Meanwhile, Ugo Monye let TNT Sports down yet again by scoring just 1. And he'll be listening. He'll be devastated. Now, I'm not saying that Stevie Sidwell is competitive, but last time out, he just reminded me in the break that when you got 1 bang on, you text me the next day going, I got that one.
Chelsea score.
Which I loved that.
I have to go through the messages. It was an early kickoff, wasn't it?
So listen, hopefully that theme will continue. So the score at the moment is DB 44, TNT Sports 30.
Woo! It's a little bit embarrassing.
And if you win, you get a contract with TNT Sports for £1 million.
I'm talkSPORT.
£1 million.
talkSPORT.
£2 million. Yeah, I know, TNT Sports. Right, you both got, it says 30 seconds, but we've got about 3 minutes to go through all of them. So let's start with tomorrow at 5:45, Spurs v Aston Villa. It's live on TNT Sports 1 and talkSPORT. Sidders, I'll start with you. What's going to happen in this game? How do you see it going?
I see a Villa win. I see Spurs scoring, but I see Aston Villa winning this 3-1.
How important do you think the first goal is in that game, or is that irrelevant? You still see Villa winning?
I think that's irrelevant.
Okay.
Because Aston Villa always come back from a goal behind. It's irrelevant for them. And I think from a Spurs point of view, when they go a goal up, they probably look even more nervous.
Yeah, okay, that's a very good point. 3-1 to the away team, says Sidders.
So I was going to go with the same, but want to be different.
Why are you hiding your homework from?
Because you might try. Look, I'm battering them.
Oh my goodness! So serious.
Well, I've gone for 2-1 Villa. Oh, wait, I think Villa will win 2-1.
Okay. Next up, we're talking about a game tomorrow night, 8 p.m. It's Charlton against Chelsea.
Go on, the addicts.
Live on TNT Sports 1 and talkSPORT. So, did you play for Charlton?
No.
Who's ever? No, I know you. Oh, it's your derby then, right?
Yeah.
Who's the other team you play for? Name your teams you play for. Chelsea.
I could do that.
Arsenal, Brentford.
I'm sure 2 of them are meeting. Two of them are meeting this weekend, are they? 2 of your old teams, or I made that up?
Brighton have got Man U.
Okay, go on, carry on anyway.
Yeah. All over the gaff, aren't you?
I'm sure I wrote it down. Let me have a look. Charlton, they're at home to Chelsea. What's going to happen?
I see Chelsea coming out of the blocks. Charlton are struggling. I see Chelsea, a new manager, new sort of players performing.
You play for Villa?
Did play for Villa.
We didn't play for Spurs. Go on, carry on anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
I'm going to go for Chelsea 3-0.
Okay. All right. I mean, Charlton are struggling at the moment.
Listen, I can't change it again.
Oh, this is so boring.
I can't change it again. Look.
You're going for the same score.
I'll change it.
If you want to change it, you can change it.
No, you keep yours.
No. He's our guest.
No, you keep yours, Sidders. I'll change
hold on, Sidders, do you want to keep it?
What are you changing it to?
I'm going 3-1.
Nah, yeah, let him change it.
Okay, let him change it. Fine, okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm going...
Oh, for God's sake. What are you going?
No, I'm going 3-1. Go on, the addicts.
Right, so Sidders, what are you? 3-1?
3-0.
3-0.
Chelsea.
Okay.
Yes.
Sunday at 4:30, Man United against Brighton, live on TNT Sports 1 and talkSPORT. Sidders?
I'll go first again now.
No, he's our guest. No, Sidders, up to you.
I'm going to go...
Ben's only going to copy you anyway.
Yeah. Brighton were very good away at Man City. Create a load of chances. They do play expansive.
Don't like where this is going.
I'm going to go 1-1. Score draw.
All right. What happens after that?
So are we talking 90 minutes or are we talking like...
Extra time and pens, right? I don't know what happens now. I don't know is it just 90 minutes score prediction? No, who wins the game? Oh no, but then we don't have the score. Yeah, I need the score and 90 minutes now. I need the score. Okay, I'll tell you what. Hold on.
Just don't
it shouldn't be that complicated.
I'll tell you what you can do. Just give me it doesn't matter. We've got to go. What do you think the score is going to be?
1-1.
1-1 after 90. We do 90 minutes.
I've got Man United to win 2-1.
Okay, good. High five, DB.
No.
You haven't done that, have you?
I have 2-1.
Oh, okay. Sid, it's always an honour and a pleasure.
Always
Make
goes
sure
quick.
it's not as long a wait next time because you're brilliant. You're one of our favourites. Make
I
sure
love
that.
coming in. Love it.
Have
to
a
see you
great
guys.
weekend.
You too.
Me and Bent will be back on Monday at 4 o'clock for more of the same. Today we talkSPORT. Loads of FA Cup football happening live across the talkSPORT network. Until then,
Be safe, everyone. Be safe.
he's
Have a
beat
good
me
weekend.
to it. He beat me to it that as well.